bro, 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 brother, bro. Look who it is. It is Vince Russo doing all the work. The Workers Club. Shape up. Do something for yourself.
It's Workers Club 138. Christmas is right around the corner. It's only Larry and Wilson. What's
you
up?
You gotta
Larry?
check the numbers. This is episode 141.
No, it's all messed up now because of the upload, the uploading and what have you. Oh yeah, is it 141 now? We got to readjust. Whoopsie. Episode 141.
It's the watch-alongs. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's episode 141, not 138. I'll adjust accordingly. Next one is 142. Are we doing a JCCW? It might just be you and me again. Gus is going to be with family. You can't do that in front of your family.
I will have family here as well. Are they having a show on Christmas?
Yes, he'll drop it. He'll be like, yeah, everyone's watching, right? Show your family that the Attitude Era is back. I don't know. We can also do a Friday too. You know, we can watch it over the weekend or something. Sure. We can figure it out.
Okay.
But we're completely ill prepared. We have nothing really planned. But I do want to talk about one thing, a couple things here. Do you want to talk about Triple H doing the White House video about physical fitness?
We could watch it. It's very stupid.
Okay.
It's as if they didn't even prepare it. Do you know what I mean? Him and that other guy are like struggling for their words. It's like you couldn't have written this out 10 minutes before you hit record. Just do something. It's like, okay. Good advice.
Yes. All right. Yeah, he even says that. Yeah, let's present this. He even says, all right, like, here we go. Share screen.
Well, and to show that maybe lack of attention to detail is something that runs through the administration, did you see that the redacted documents aren't actually redacted?
Yeah, and they're not great. It's not looking good for old Donald there on that one. It's also not a good look when they're like, oh, there was that picture. The guy was asked about it. What's his, somebody in the Justice Department of like, why was that the picture in Epstein's desk? Why was that why did that get redacted after it was released? And they're like, well, some of the people in there were involved in some of the cases or what have you. And they're like, so you're saying President Trump was with some of the victims? And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not saying that.
It's fine.
Fine, yeah, it's all fine. Look at Paul there. He's got a suit. He's gonna go see the president. He says,
you know what I mean? Without his physique, he's just a fucking giant head.
Mm-hmm. Hope he has a wonderful Christmas with his family.
All right, we are up. All right, we are outside of the White House, waiting just to go into the Oval Office to meet with the president. People asking, what do you do during...
He's winging. He's not reading.
Yeah.
He's not reading a card. I don't think he's reading a card.
Yeah,
he
just did a look off camera, yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of gathering his thoughts. All right, well, we're about to go into the White House. People are asking...
For the holidays to stay in shape, to get stronger, to be healthy. The thing is, I think if you're just trying to figure that out, enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the holiday season. Take time, spend it with your families, do whatever it is to make you have a good time. But do something active. It can be simple.
What I would recommend is not only just through January.
Why is a professional golfer talking to me about physical fitness?
But through the rest of the year, focus on every single day doing some sort of aerobic activity, 10 to 15.
Also, who's the chud watching this video? they love, I guess now the government and the federal government. They love the White House. Are watching this video and they're like, finally, the White House has put out a video saying do some physical activity every day. This is the motivation they needed.
We couldn't take this without people moving in the background either.
They're like, Bryson, another take. We have a staff member walking through.
Christian Bale would not be happy with it.
Whatever it is, make sure you're staying healthy and active. We know
there's another guy.
we're behind screens all day long.
Does he have a suit on?
His head was down. I was hoping to God we'd see him light up a cigarette, but
go out and make it a responsibility to yourself to become healthier in 2026. Keep it all the way to December next year.
Just do something. Get moving. If America just
do something.
Moving, we're all going to be stronger. We're all going to be healthier. We're all going to be in way better shape next year.
That seemed
you
kind of
can look
defeatist.
forward to a coronary at age 50.
Yeah, I know. That was where he's coming. It's like, why am I taking advice from this guy? His heart exploded. From not steroids, to be clear, it's genetics.
Yep.
Well, Netflix announced that they are going forward with their Hulk Hogan documentary. They had filmed Hogan for 20 hours near the time of his passing. Okay. Did you see that this new video footage of Hulk Hogan's? This is a day or so before his passing, which I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
I didn't hear about this.
This is this 411 Mania attached a random tweet claiming this is the final debut. Wasn't he in the hospital?
Related to the story, you mean?
Yeah. It's like, wasn't he in the hospital? You can't just attach a tweet and be like, yep, look at that. With the Netflix documentary. It's just him promoting that wrestling organization.
Plus, I thought he couldn't speak.
Yeah, this is insane for them to put that along with it. He's so vibrant looking. It's like, there's no way this is a day or so before his passing. A day or so. And he appears to be in a lobby of a hotel. Where's the journalistic integrity of 411 Mania? So there you go on that. Did you know that Kevin Nash reacted to Mick Foley's protest?
I saw that.
It's just we're either you're either liberal or conservative, you know. The fact that Kevin Nash calls himself a liberal, it's damning evidence. He can't not support Paul. That's what it comes down to. He went up and down the roads with Paul
for a year and a half. When
he really lays it all out in detail, it's like I think you could probably.
That's what I'm saying. They're not friends.
Yeah. So why the loyalty? I mean, people have cut off family relations for less than, the damage done or what have you. You know, people don't talk to their parents over this stuff, and Kevin Nash is like, this guy, he held my son.
Yeah.
Linda took my wife out in New York.
Cool.
It's all that big talk, and then it's coming to Mick Foley. That he does I'm not going to text, I personally reached out to people. I'm not going to blow it out there in public like that.
Well, let's go ahead and stay on our guy and hear what he's got to say about our other guy.
J-Rod, I love that there was an ad for Lunacy while watching this. I look forward to watching Lunacy more than Raw.
First of all, what the fuck, Sean?
What's wrong? He's got a pencil-thin mustache now.
I think it was, might have been the other half who said something about those the other day and about how disturbing they are.
What, pencil-thin mustaches?
Yeah. Unless you're John Waters, I suppose, but...
Or like Salvador Dali, maybe?
Well, but he had the twists on the end.
I know, but I'm saying, yeah, he's
each week. I just hope Russo doesn't ruin it. He won't.
You can barely see this. What's the point? He looks like a teenager with white hair.
Oh, come on. You can see it.
Stay tuned.
Maybe he just forgot to shave that part.
Get a little
What?
facelift
Wait,
over
rewind that? What did he say? Rewind that.
Sorry, I was stuttering because I kept wanting to pause. And I know we've talked about the stupid fucking Sinatra picture, but that's okay.
I know.
Is that the new book behind him?
Yeah. That's the new one that he was talking to us about. Yeah.
He won't. Stay tuned.
Sorry.
Watching Lunacy more than Raw each week. I just hope Russo doesn't ruin it. He won't. Stay tuned. Get a little facelift.
That's what I wanted.
Where's Lunacy? Where can we? Where can the people that aren't aware of the
Insane Cloud JCW Lunacy?
Insane
It's
Clown
on there.
Judge.
Now, just do a YouTube search when we're done. Of course, watch our show.
Pause it.
Okay.
What?
Is Sean drunk?
Yeah, I don't know why he's stuttering so much.
He's kind of he looks like the Workers Club podcast all of a
and
sudden.
I don't understand. Was he adding in? I hope Russo doesn't ruin it. He won't. Stay tuned. Was that in the guy's email, or was that Sean adding it?
No, that's Sean telling the guy says, "I hope he won't ruin it." And Sean's saying he won't. Stay tuned. He must have an inside scoop.
I didn't. I mean, I know Russo's done a million interviews with them, but I didn't really think Sean was like pro Russo.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you wouldn't think. Well, he's a writer, and Vince loves good writing. He feasts. Vince Russo, quote unquote, feasts on well-written.
But I would hold Sean in enough respect, and maybe I shouldn't, that he would know Russo is bad writing as a
I
writer.
don't know.
Okay.
Has Vince Russo read Sophie's Journal? If Ed Ferrara's book blew Vince Russo away, Sophie's Journal is gonna fucking.
That's what I was gonna say.
His ears would be leaking, brain just from.
Catch the most recent episode of Lunacy. Big things happening. Put some good shows in the can this past month. 9 tapings.
where are they doing the tapings at?
Why is he reading this? What is he doing, Sean? Sounds like he's reading a press release.
I also like Kevin Nash keeps just asking him questions that he's.
What did I do?
Yeah. There you go. There he is.
Oh, he'll love us if I put that as the thumbnail and put it on Twitter.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Merry Christmas.
The tour was
Sean's not watching. He doesn't
two
know.
dates in Denver,
Columbia.
Columbia.
Oh, he's pulling this
did,
out.
they're
Columbia, Missouri?
they're wrapping up in Detroit
the country
tomorrow night for the big Hollow Wicked show.
What venue do they use there?
Good question.
St. Andrews?
They use St.
listen to
Andrews
this
a lot,
guy.
so I'm gonna.
He knows all the
guess
venues
there
In Detroit.
yeah.
That's an old. I'm gonna say old, but it's Is it a historic site? I mean, I think it's been around a while.
Man, it's been around since I can recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
Welcome to the Detroit Venue Podcast.
What's
How long
this here?
that
Let me see.
Man, I think I saw
I
saw Zappa there.
Well,
Yeah.
78.
have it on this list, but
What you have to do, I don't know if you ever listen, you have to put your nostrils right on the microphone and just breathe in between your words.
Yeah.
I need to make.
God, these are two old fucks.
And you need.
And Sean's not even that old, but Kevin Nash is pulling him. Why is Kevin Nash acting so fucking old?
Yeah,
My dad doesn't act this old.
Nash is almost 70.
Is he?
Yeah, he's
He's
super
younger
old.
than my dad, isn't he?
I'm going to say he's 66.
What if it comes out? He's 54.
He's 66.
66 isn't that old. I don't know. Maybe it is to be like.
He acts a hell of a lot younger than my father does, who's only 3 years older.
Juggalo World Order, Hyman Cannabis, and Lions football trifecta. One of these days.
And run the ad on Click This. That's how we'll roll.
How do we buy an ad on Click This?
Fuck. I don't know. We need to get that going. We need to.
I will absolutely throw in some money beginning of the year to run a joke ad.
It's going to get not on JCW. I doubt it would be, but they don't
But
have the quality control.
What we do on JCW is we make a really bad AI video. Slop.
Vince would love that.
Worst slop you'd ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's our ad.
Mm-hmm.
That's one idea.
Daniel Clark, man, is there a bet 365 on Florida versus Jersey?
Okay, he's done. Okay.
That's a good way for Kev to make some money.
Sean's going to be one of those guys that holds on to. He's not shaving. He's not going to shave his hair. He's not doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he went gray early.
That's fine. That's fine.
I got a few coming in myself. A little unsettling.
Oh, man.
Next one. We're going Conan here.
All right. O'Brien. Love him. I'm waiting. When you sending me that painting, Larry?
It's on the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it should.
Keep me posted. Because
I had a post office problem, so it went out 1 day later than I wanted.
Well, my wife handed me this package last night. She was like, "This is for you," and I went, "Oh, it's probably the painting." And then I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "This is and then it was like, "Oh, this is a book we ordered for somebody." Never mind.
Yeah, no, you'll know when you get it.
Oh boy.
I don't know who. Wait. Yeah, I don't know who's this third guy. Who's Joe? He said Joe. Joe and Disco. So
Joe
it's Conan,
and
Disco, and a guy named Joe. Who's Joe?
Oh my gosh, I thought you were talking about Conan O'Brien. Keeping It 100 podcast. I don't know who Joe is.
Okay. Because I'm just saying I don't know why we're listening to his opinion, but I want Conan's.
Okay. What's Conan's opinion? On what? JCW?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Conan and Disco talking about. Is Disco mad that he's not involved?
Is he talking about Too Tough Tony?
You're not. I don't see anything. You're not presenting
God damn it!
I'm just clip it. You'll have some editing work to do.
Fucking thing. I'm sorry. I will clip
You're all right.
that.
Mark it down. Where are we at?
Still gotta
18
be
minutes
on.
in.
18 minutes. Okay.
18 minutes in.
Okay. I wondered why you kept asking me stupid questions. I'm like, you just must be checked out that you're not even looking at the fucking screen where it says JCW.
I'm just sitting here thinking about the Guess Who thing, how we're going to pull that off.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, number one, did you end up seeing, or you, Disco, the Vince Russo show with the clowns?
No.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think of it?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching tomorrow because this one, Conan, was more like Vince didn't come out to the last 5 minutes. It was just here's the real stockholder, and I'm Vince Russo. This is what I did, and wait till you see what we have in store for you. It wasn't really. It was just an introduction. Yeah. So there wasn't much to it, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes this week.
And what did you think of the show before he came on?
It's kind of a comedy type show. It looked like the town wasn't. There was skinny looking town,
a lot of hardcore wrestling talent. Okay. A lot
You
of
watched this?
hardcore. Yeah.
You watched it? Okay.
Yeah. A lot of hardcore talent, which I didn't think is something he'd want to work with,
Yeah.
but way too much veto.
Way too much Vito. Way too much Vito. Yes.
Right.
And
How is
he's
his
not-
character though? Is he good? Is his character good?
It's the same.
Yeah, it's
Just
like an
in Italian-
Italian. Yeah, he's
Who
an
is
Italian.
that?
That's Disco.
Oh, Vito. They're talking about Vito.
But they're talking about Vito. Yeah, I love that Conan hates it.
But like, who's like, how's his character? What do you think?
That's
What do you
Disco.
think he's doing? I know, but come on, how's his character? What do you think? Come on, what are we doing?
Mobster, but everybody's afraid of him. He threatens violence on everybody, and he's wearing like a
Top
straw,
hat. Yeah, right. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Vito, basically.
Like a
said
60s,
top
1960s gangster.
like a straw hat that you'd see like at a carnival bar
It's
in Atlantic
called a
City.
fedora. What are we
You know, like-
talking about? Are these guys
no,
okay?
But no, the last couple he's been wearing that straw-looking hat.
I thought he was just wearing a fedora.
No, the ones
He's wearing
that,
like a Panama hat.
that toilet one was straw-looking.
That's not a straw hat. Is like something that you'd wear like a carnival barker's wearing, and it's flat. And it's like
okay, it's not quite.
that's what I think.
It's still funny to call it that.
To come in and watch the Siamese, donkeys or something.
What's the old Jersey Atlantic City HBO show?
Or Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire. So he's like
Or
a Boardwalk
Atlantic City.
Right.
Is he a board?
Our show is 10 times better than this.
I know.
100%.
Disco's asking if Vito is acting like a character from Boardwalk Empire.
Yeah. Yep. He's acting like Nucky.
I've never seen a
Imagine.
second of Boardwalk Empire. I know I should.
There's
There's no way there's a single actor on that show as bad as Vito.
No,
Or acting that over the
genuinely, Nucky's whole thing. That's the whole. Okay, remember when Vito was like, and Vito, Vince was like, "Be a businessman," and Vito's like, "Businessman, got it, businessman." The whole thing of Boardwalk Empire is that Nucky is a gangster, but he is a upstanding citizen and businessman. Nucky Thompson, and a whole storyline comes to where one guy goes, you can't be half a gangster, Nucky. So maybe Vince Russo was binging Boardwalk Empire when he wrote that thrilling "Be a Businessman."
Okay.
He's a Boardwalk Empire gangster, right?
Yeah,
Right.
see?
Interesting. So, what did you think of the show, Conan?
Not much.
Room to
Yeah.
grow.
Right. All right. I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll watch it at work tonight.
I got Ray Romano to be part of this podcast.
Maybe I'll watch at work tonight.
Is that what the
No.
co-host said?
No, Disco said that.
Oh, Disco. Where is he working?
You don't remember?
No, I don't know any.
He's
of
a
the
doorman
lines.
at a strip club.
So he's just not even paying attention to the door. He's watching on his phone.
How sad.
Does Disco the one that sounds like Ray Romano, or is that the other
Yeah,
guy, the
that's
regular
Disco.
guy?
That's Disco.
Disco sounds like that.
The first guy was Joe. He was the first one who gave his opinion. Yeah, that's how Disco sounds.
Yeah, bro.
Line that to no secret when Vince was announcing the investor, nobody knew he was going to be the investor. Like the people, like the brand members, are typing.
I cannot
Vince
believe
Russo's the
Disco sounds like
investor.
that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm shocked you don't remember how Disco sounds.
Brother, man,
Yeah, like the-
he's not. He was
Like
never
they
on
right.
my radar.
Exactly.
I have,
You know, he
I've
should
not- when I was.
Well, I
now
mean, we
have,
watched
like,
the Nitro with him on it that he talked on. Remember, they were doing the fucking mob storyline 26 years ago. Russo
Nice.
and Disco. Remember Disco and Lash LaRue?
Yeah.
They owe money
Does that
to the
mean Vince
Godfather.
Russo
Remember
watches all
fucking. Remember Patsy Patsy. What's his name? Patsy from The Sopranos.
pissing in the pool?
Yeah. Remember he was on that Nitro we watched?
No, I don't.
He
I
was.
I don't remember any of this. Does Vince Russo just watch mafia-related pop culture shit and just is like, yeah, but then what if they got in a wrestling ring? That'd be good.
Well, we looked it up. That episode was right after the first season ended.
I'm getting annoyed thinking about Vince Russo watching Godfather Part 2 and watching that scene where you follow Robert De Niro's Vito Corleone, and he's going through the hit to him going through the roof and like disposing of the gun, and then going back down through the parade, that whole long everything, and him being like, we don't like. I'm assuming or imagining Vince Russo getting mad that we're having to watch all this extracurricular stuff that's not the hit.
He's not a long movie guy, I think he said. He can't watch anything.
But he's watching that one. Remember when they're eating dinner and stuff like that with the three guys, you know? And with Bruno Kirby.
Yes.
And Vince is being like, this is like Grandpa. What was his grandpa's name? Just like Grandpa.
You know what
Worst
Vince
kept
should do?
secret. Yeah.
Vince
You know what Vince should do?
It's kind of like a Kermit Ray Romano.
You know what Vince should do?
Well, have you never seen that Family Guy scene? It's Ray Romano, Kermit, and Al Michaels.
No, I didn't watch
and Harold Ramis. All
it.
talking to each other. And all this.
Well, Harold Ramis had some bass to his voice. I'll stand up for him.
I thought it was a great show. You know,
molds and fungus.
He's actually in the should, yeah.
I thought it was a great show. You know,
I thought it was a great show.
Right. Yeah,
but he was actually.
Can't believe
was in
Disco
the
isn't a
chat
bigger
rooms that was going
talent.
on.
Vince Russo thought there was money
was.
in Disco
Yeah.
Inferno, right?
He didn't push him that hard.
He just likes that he had the dumbest ideas in the world. The alien
That's
conspiracy
right.
thing.
He pushed him as a. Yeah.
We could never figure out because he treats it like, oh, it's so funny, but then he was like, no one takes disco seriously, and that's a shame. It's like, what the fuck?
I remember him, yes. But, you know, it is kind of telling, though, that he didn't push disco harder. It kind of, even
Not with that voice. Not with that.
I mean, he pushed Huge Erection harder than disco ever.
Yeah. Or disco. What was the one guy he liked? Fuck. Why can I not think of this guy? Mike Awesome. Remember Mike Awesome? And he liked that whole
He got a
thing.
push. Well, I don't know. Did he? He made him the fucking disco guy, and then the fat chick Thriller.
Did they do anything with disco in that?
No, I don't know where he was in 2000.
What the hell? Probably just collecting a check then at home.
Yeah.
God, all those guys getting all that free money. What a world.
And then I remember we were recording, and I was like, oh, 800 people, 900, blah, blah. By the time we finished, it was 4,000 live stream people watching it, so it wasn't bad.
Now, what were the people telling him on the stream?
A lot of positivity, actually, but I think it was a lot
can
of
do
brand
Conan's.
members.
I can impersonate Conan, right? That's not.
There wasn't any haters in there, you know. It was a lot
Stream.
of like trolls. There wasn't any trolls. Yeah, it was.
So they were mostly fans, so they had good things to say, right?
Yes, a lot of positive. Yes,
that's good.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the show though, but you know, like
Conan burying it
Joe
again.
said, he has time to grow. We'll see next week now that he's on the show and see what happens.
Plus, I didn't know any of these guys or girls, and
Neither did I. There's absolutely, I think, nobody there I knew except
Matt Cross was there, right?
Matt Cross and Ricky Morton's son.
Yeah, and it also remains
no
to be
Vampiro
seen
mention from Conan, huh?
Ooh, good call.
going forward if Vince is even going to continue to use the people that they have. He might have people coming in. He might have people he's a fan of. Some of these guys might get dropped, you know. So, like I said,
Conan, describe the zombie thing.
Yo, what's up? I just want to
Oh,
thank
hey,
you guys
Conan.
for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like.
Why do I have better living? Why do I have better living conditions than Conan?
I know.
What the fuck? The hell?
It's just blank white room.
My apartment downtown, look, the floors are fake.
Yes.
What? It's so generic.
Dog in a
kennel.
cage.
This should not be happening with Conan. He should be rolling in decades and decades of making money. Or maybe he's just got one of those model homes and he just is like, it's fine as is. Don't have to do anything. Little McMansion.
All right, one more little one. I don't know what this is. It looks promising, though.
I honest to God thought that was Steve at first. Okay, so we got Vince Russo wearing a San Francisco Giants lumberjack hat. Got
9
the ear
years
flaps. This is 9 years ago. He's doing well. Who's that in the back there? Is that Ronda Rousey? Or no, that's Rihanna.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, that's Rihanna. Why did I think it looked like Ronda? Well, there was the R.
Let's just take a second with this room now. What is with the Mark Maron poster?
Mark Maron poster. Where's that at? I don't even see
on his shoulder.
That's behind him. That's the Mark Maron poster. Oh, Mark. Where?
Brother, his right shoulder.
Oh, right shoulder. You know what you were saying, Mark Maron? I thought Mark Marrow at first. Then I'm looking for that guy. Then I'm okay, Mark Maron. Yeah. Oh well, he's the godfather of podcasting. So. And
then we got a Groucho record.
First of all, yeah. No, wait. Now my mind is like catching up. Where I'm like, Vince Russo likes Mark Maron's stand-up.
I know.
No, there's no fucking way.
Yeah,
Mark Maron's like doing like a long bit on anxiety and maybe it's the parents, the stuff, his issues with his parents.
I don't know.
He sees when he hears about Mark Maron's mom, he's like, yeah, like the Fruitinator.
Fruitinator's never even bad though.
Yeah. Well, okay. This is 9 years ago, huh?
I don't know what that tall figure is next to Rihanna.
The stand-up? Or no, the dolly?
Yeah. It's a Kiss doll to her left, but to the right, I don't know who that is.
I think that might be a Tom Jones or something. It's got blue denim on.
Kind of looks like Meathead. Is it Rob Reiner?
Could be, or Donny Osmond. I don't know. Who used to wear a lot of denim back then?
Everybody knows that I had a real bad last couple of months. Let's face it. I lost my national television deal when I got screwed by the Hunt Channel and Angel Network. My beloved Yogi passed away. My beloved
Yogi
mother,
Berra?
Teresa, passed away.
Oh, no.
Fruitinator. Oh.
So Vince has got his depression hat on, which is a San Francisco Giants lumberjack hat. I mean, man, if he'd been doing this now, that's big streamer energy, he's wearing a goofy hat, playing music off stream.
It's a Chipmunks Christmas, I believe.
Well, you can't get hit then if it's just in the background.
With that being
Paul
said,
Heyman strategy.
I am here to give my wife, Amy, and my children notice. I need a pick-me-upper. In other words,
pick me upper.
No shitty gifts for Christmas.
This is so Vince Russo.
Comprendo?
I don't want socks.
Amy, my mom died.
Get me a Batman comic.
Get me the latest console. A PlayStation, 9 years ago? A PlayStation 4 or else. My mom died. Yogi Berra died. What? Infamous San Francisco Giant.
No, he
Yogi
just
Berra.
said my Yogi. Is that the name of one of his pets?
I don't know.
Yogi Berra die in 2016?
Yogi Berra.
No, he did. He died in 2015. Okay. That's what he's talking about.
I think he is. He's one of those guys, even though Yogi Berra did. Come on. What are we doing? You can't look. I can't look. I'm not he's a San. Look, you're a Giants fan. I don't care. Come on. You can't do that. You can't be like my beloved Yogi. Come on. He also Yogi Berra was playing with like fucking Mantle. What were you? What? What?
I can't endure shitty gifts for breakfast at Christmas, and I'll tell you what,
for breakfast.
The shitty gifts are coming. I know the shitty gifts are coming because yesterday I was in the car with Amy, and my daughter called, and Amy had the phone on speaker, and my daughter asked my wife if Vince has the Munster dolls because they're only $10. My daughter is going through discounted bins to find me a Christmas gift. And here, I got the Munsters. Here, Herman Munster. Here he is.
Pause.
What a fucking asshole.
First of all, it's so. Wait, are we watching Ed Ferrara or Vince Russo? Does Dad have those cheap ass dolls? If I was Amy, I would have pushed him out of the car. I was in the car with my wife. By the way, that means when he said, just really,
she's driving.
It down. Yeah, she's driving. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. He was like, Amy had her on speakerphone. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe this is before Bluetooth. I don't know.
Because she's driving.
Maybe he's driving. She's on speakerphone while she's in passenger. He seems passenger.
Being in the wife, yes. His language, yeah. Suggests that.
So now he's waving around a Herman Munster doll.
So you liked it enough to buy it, which means your daughter actually kind of picked out a good gift. She just doesn't know that you own 50,000 fucking toys.
Do you think she really calls him Vince?
That was weird too. I was gonna bring that up, or maybe he just thinks he's talking like in his tent. But yeah, that was odd. Does Vince have the monster?
Yeah,
I'm at 5 Below right now, and there's a bit of them.
No, that's crazy.
He wants the dolls because they're $10. No shitty gifts from any of you. I want good gifts. If they're gonna be toys, I want quality toys. I like my vintage Batman.
So he's 10 years younger. He's 56-ish, something like that. Screaming about, I want quality toys.
And he said Batman 66.
There you go. In a room surrounded by old vinyl. There you go.
Yeah. No, they cost $20, but put your hands in your stinking pockets. I'm your father. You know, a couple of years ago, for my birthday, my oldest son
I'm your father.
gave me a gas card. Do you understand? Look, I don't want gas cards. I don't want discounted toys, and I don't want an album because it costs $19.99.
You sound like Bernie Sanders there a little bit.
He doesn't want an album?
Because it cost $19.99. They just grabbed an album because it was like cheap. And they're like, you like music, right? Which is really, that is shitty. It was you like music, right?
It's something you like, though.
I don't know. He seems to think it's just a price point.
Kiss Destroyer.
He really was channeling Bernie there with that 1999.
It's been a tough couple of months. Buy me good things. I want good things.
He's losing his accent.
I want things.
Good things.
Spend the money.
Dinka-dinka-doo.
I'm worth the money. And I can't even say you're going to buy me a cheap gift and I'm going to embarrass you because I'm going to buy you good gifts, because I always buy you good gifts and you always buy me cheap gifts and I never embarrass you.
Oh, he's doing Michael Scott from that one episode.
I want good things this year for Christmas.
Why is he's struggling with his accent? Things.
Gifts. You've all been warned, and I'm going to call you out if it's from the discount bin. And don't buy me clothes. My Goodwill shirts will suffice. No clothes. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, that was on Google Hangout. Wow. And it's like most things with a Russo rant, it's like, who's this for? What Vince Russo's fan is like, all right, Vince is upset about, like, even as like a comedy bit. The only thing that could save Russo is he just reveals, he's like, it's all been an Andy Kaufman-esque bit. I'm not really like this. He's got like a British accent. I'm not really like this. It's been a ruse, my dear boy. Yeah, who's that for? To be like, my family gives me shitty gifts and I'm depressed. Who's paying for that? Who's like, all right, hey, honey, the latest I subscribe to Russo's feed. I've got the latest Russo content. He's unhinged, ranting about Christmas gifts. Oh, the baby needs milk. Could you? Nope, spent my last $1. Sorry. Attitude Era, love it.
All right, now we're gonna watch the first scene from Santa's.
No, we're
Sleigh.
gonna keep watching it. Let's go, Santa's sleigh. Let's go. Is
Bill
this the very
Goldberg.
beginning?
Yep.
Is this the very, very beginning?
very beginning.
Go back. Yeah, get Media 8 Entertainment in there. There we go. So there you go. Start.
And we're back to where I was.
Okay. That's a rip off. That's not somebody doing a knockoff, so they don't have to pay for it.
I think Christmas songs are in the domain.
No, not that one. Turn. I can't hear these people.
Nothing less than Prada girls.
Whoa, they got her.
Kids that I'm trying to teach them some values. You getting Kate's babe?
Hey.
Who did he accuse of wanting to sleep with him? What famous female director? What's the gal's name? Chris Kattan. Chris Kattan said that. What's the gal that directed Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Gosh darn it! Why can I not think of her name?
She directed Clueless. Amy Heckerling.
Amy Heckerling. She was allegedly supposed to direct Night at the Roxbury, but because he turned down her advances, she did not. That is his claim, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you remember the
Continue.
Gilbert? The only reason I know who Amy Heckerling is because of the Gilbert Gottfried story. Do you remember?
No, I don't know that. All I know her from is her wonderful work, you misogynist.
Sure. I know. But I think Gilbert was trying to call her. This was revealed on Howard and by Amy and Gilbert. And her housekeeper picked up, who I believe her parents were in the Holocaust, and Gilbert started making Holocaust jokes to her when he knew that. And just terrorized Amy's assistant, basically. Yes.
Hey, there's another connection there. Okay, so she made Look Who's Talking and Look Who's Talking 2 when she needed a hit. And the guy that's you've seen the movies, right? Look
I
Who's
never
Talking.
actually saw them. I know
You
what
should,
they are.
because you're a big airplane guy, and John Travolta's whole thing in there is being an airplane guy. He's a cab driver. He just wants to be a pilot. But see, I'm so bad. There's the Christy Alley character, the mom, has an ex-husband, or the father of her child, played by the guy from Just Shoot Me. What's his name? The dad in that sitcom.
Oh God, yes.
You know what I'm talking.
Yes,
man,
I
I'm
do.
so. But that's who that's supposed to be is Harold Ramis.
Really? Okay.
Because the
I can
same
see
thing
that.
happened where her baby was Harold Ramis, but then he was like not leaving his wife. He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to leave my wife. I'm going to leave my wife," but he wouldn't.
In real life.
Yes, in real life. Let me type it in. I don't want to besmirch Harold Ramis's name. Harold Ramis, Amy Heckerling. Yep, daughter. That's exactly. And that's what she wrote this movie. She was with this guy or her partner, and she was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if babies could talk?"
Yeah.
And they write this absolute cash cow. Which she did not, she wanted to do other stuff. She was like, "But I guess I have to if I want, to keep making movies. I got to make this thing." She just made, what was the other movie? What's the Michael Keaton gangster spoof movie?
I don't know that one.
Michael Keaton
I'm looking up her
gangster
oeuvre.
satire. Johnny Dangerously.
Oh, she did do Johnny Dangerously.
Um,
That was before European Vacation, though. It was 84.
Yep, she'd made that, and that was another thing where like Chevy Chase broke her. That was that's another bomb, and then it's like, oh boy, I gotta make it. And then Chevy Chase, great guy. But yes, she put in there her real life stuff of like, yeah, I was raising this child that and then this guy kept saying that he'd be with me, and he wasn't. He was dicking me around. It was Harold Ramis.
Okay.
Which you always are like, oh, Harold Ramis, he gone. So he's kind of Eh.
Oh, I see. Oh, I never knew that. Okay, I'm reading that now for the first time. Oh, and then there's the Catan story. Okay.
And then followed up with, and then Lauren Michaels is involved in that, where he was like, Lauren was like alleged to Chris Catan was like, Lauren was like, do it. let's lock in Amy. Do it.
Take one for the team. Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
What a wild story. I never heard of that.
Wait a minute. Lauren's pimping you out, Chris Catan? Maybe for the movie, to get Amy on board, you just do it.
Doesn't Norm have a story about telling people Catan was gay?
No, Jim Brewer had one where he was like riling Catan up by being like, aren't you gay? He just kind of kept saying that.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah. He would just say it in the office, be like, yeah, and Catan's gay.
Okay, then just Brewer.
Which, if you're Catan and you're like a ladies' man, you consider like in that. I think he thinks he's like a David Spade level ladies' man.
I was going to say, if any. God.
But it didn't get as much.
Weird comparison.
Yeah, what's up? Now we're getting into SNL lore.
Like
right
a
in my
Pete
wheelhouse.
Davidson type.
David Spade,
No, not David Spade. I said Pete Davidson.
I know, but you could say David Spade was in that Pete Davidson, like he was the proto, Pete, where people were just like, huh, David Spade's dating that woman now. Okay.
Was he, though? I don't really recall him doing well.
I think they never were, like,
in fact, one of the funniest Spade... I don't know if you know this about Spade. This is a Stern thing again. Yeah. Do you remember there was a story... not a story. Okay. Howard would have girls write in, say, I want to be in Playboy. And then they'd come in the studio, and if they looked good, he would send their pictures in. He did that for this chick, and she got into Playboy. She's on the show, and Artie and him are joking of who she's going to bang at the Playboy parties. One of them jokes it's going to be Spade.
Yeah.
2 years later, they're having a custody battle. David Spade knocked this girl up.
Yeah.
It happened.
Well, look. Allegedly, the big one, if you remember, was Heather Locklear. Remember Heather Locklear and David Spade? And that was that's what I'm talking about. David,
that's really disappointing.
They were Pam Anderson, any person you can think, even like later, it was like one of the gals from Glee, the show Glee.
Oh boy.
Yeah, if it was somebody that was he was notorious. It was him. It was like, I want to show you pictures, almost like picture David Spade with feathered hair in the 90s, and then any like current known like blonde that's probably 1 foot taller than him. And I just saw him. I saw Adam Sandler live, and he was there, baby, doing stand up.
You saw Adam Sandler live?
I did. I took my brother
recently
for a birthday gift. Yes. It's Sarah Sherman from Saturday Night Live flew out, and she was part of it. She did a set. Yep. Rob Schneider came out to zero support. And they were doing the thing of like, look, he's in an astronaut. Like, you don't know it's him until like and they're like, okay, Schneider, everybody.
Oh boy.
Let's keep it minimal. Okay, continue. Chris Catan.
Yeah.
Do you like Night at the Roxbury?
Right,
Do you know that movie?
I never saw it, no.
It's good.
Just a faithful husband.
What's the second thing she wants?
You know what I'm thinking, Angel?
What, darling?
I was thinking, dear God, don't let this bird taste like a shoe like it did last year. Let it be tender.
That bird is so burned, and that's a fake bird, and it's absolutely almost black.
Why he just prayed that it doesn't taste like a shoe.
Okay. Chris Catan's doing some acting here. He looks nervous.
Moist. That would be nice. It's called foreplay.
I don't want to screw the bird. I want to eat it.
Oh, James Caan has got the Sean Oliver mustache.
This turkey for Thanksgiving.
Sorry, Scribbles. You try it.
If someone slapped a turkey, the turkey we're about to eat with their bare hand, I'd have a problem with that. I just got to touch that, huh? Okay.
Lots going on in this first. This is
yeah,
what
there
I
is.
put down
There's the
because,
dogs jumping around. We're getting a lot of like lore.
again, none of these people are in the movie.
Yeah, this is for the guy, him to bust through and be like, "I'm evil Santa," right? And he's gonna kill everyone.
One potato.
So this is where the money went to.
Yes. Yes.
This is Chris Kattan's wheelhouse, by the way, acting kind of like resistantly horny. This is what he does. This is one of his go-tos. Oh yeah. Oh.
Let's dig in.
Listen,
He jumped too.
Fag. I'll stick this fork in your eye. Why don't you beg Santa for a pair of balls?
Beth, say grace.
Dear Lord,
Is that ADR?
thank you for the bountiful food that you've provided for us.
Wait, I like that. Look, James Caan. This is why you hire him when he comes back down with the fork and he's praying with the fork up.
Right, that's an actor.
Yeah. Why?
Dig in.
I guess he's fingering her there. She hops up.
You half a fag. I'll stick this fork in your eye. Why don't you beg Santa for a pair of balls?
That is.
Say grace.
There you
Dear
go.
Lord,
She was acting like that's her husband, right?
It is. I don't know who Corky Romano is here, or I'm sorry.
He
Chris
just
Kattan.
decided to go for it here in front of the husband.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. No, he's like, and then James Caan, he's having a moment of like, what's happening in my life? He's being pulled out of it when she goes, say grace. Oh yeah, that's right, grace.
and that our loving family can be together this Christmas. Also, thank you for not making us
Where'd the fork
poor
go?
or Samoan. Thank you for maximum
Oh.
pharmaceuticals, the latest M class, and those that are less fortunate, work harder.
Nope, we got a dog reaction. He's not going to kill the dog, is he? Fran Drescher, former head of SAG union.
Was she?
Yep. Now it's Sean Astin, I believe.
Yes, Virginia. There is a Santa Claus.
Whew. That's rough. That's funny.
No.
Wait, okay. Rewind. Hold on. Rewind a little bit.
The dog
Rewind
got
a
killed.
little bit. We'll rewind a little bit. I do like that James Caan's reaction because I guess, did we establish he doesn't like the dog? He's fine with the dog getting kicked. That's funny. But also the line, yes, Virginia, like why? What are we doing?
Yes, Virginia.
That was such a half-hearted nanny reference from her. Like she didn't want to do it.
He was stone-faced. Okay. Good take.
What? Also, pause again. When the dog hits the fireplace, 2 bricks fall down. That's a real shoddy chimney you got. If I don't know what, a 10-pound dog hits it, and it just, the cinder blocks like fall away. Oh, she faints from her dad. Wait, she fell down on the chair?
What are you doing?
There you go. Oh, Chris Kattan's like, why am I gonna get hired? That killed him?
It killed Brett, so,
Brett can't watch this scene. Okay, that should help her. It's eggnog, I guess. She's burning. Her hair burned.
Well, he drowned her.
Oh, he drowned her, though. Well, that's unfortunate. Wish I'm a what?
I've been good.
Oh, I've been good. Ninja Star. Bill Goldberg looks weird with hair. Yeah, eat the drumstick. James Caan had to do this. Ugh. He had to have called his agent and be like, how do I get out of this? I know I agreed to it, but I'm sorry. How do I get out of this? It says here I gotta like have a drumstick shoved in my mouth.
I don't think.
Does that mean that he had a pencil thin mustache? You know what I mean? Like he came to set like just like, hey, this is me.
That was a fake mustache.
What are you doing? Do not fast forward.
We're not watching this.
Okay. No, yeah, we are. Nope. Rewind. No. Go back. Stop it. No.
Yeah, see, there's no stars in this thing.
No. Go back. Stop.
We're
fast
not
forward.
watching
No,
the
that's
movie.
that's the star of Lost. First of all, that's Claire. Yeah, we are watching this movie. What else are we gonna do? What else are we doing?
It's not gonna be good.
Colin is like
even
no,
main
come on.
character in
You don't
it.
have faith in us then. What are we doing? You put
I'll
this.
think about it. Let's
What,
let's
you
take,
want to
a,
take
break.
a break?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a.
There's no way you're gonna come up with a better idea. There's no way. Look
Then
how
we'll
we
watch
only
the
got
fucking
one
movie.
scene.
You just watched 20 minutes of it. There's an hour left.
That's what I'm saying. Look how much we got out of just one scene. My God.
I don't think the rest will be that good.
I think it will be not good, but you know. All right, we'll pause it.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah. We got ICP versus Guar Hot Ones holiday special.
I think we should still watch the.
I'm not up for Santa's Sleigh.
Man, Larry, pull it together. We got to kill another 2 hours. This is Workers Club.
Yeah. All right.
Holy! This is Hot Ones versus. In front of these contestants,
Vince Russo comes in.
deeply personal questions. They can either.
Whoa, bro. I know hot. This ain't
Whoever
hot.
eats the most wings loses. Bring it on.
Turn it up a little bit. You'd think that they would have no qualms about answering questions.
I know, it's a silly premise.
Because when it's actors, yeah, it's sometimes like, who's the worst, whatever, and then the actor's like, I'm not answering that, you know.
Yeah.
But what are these fucking guys
Fact
care?
or fiction? Set the record straight on these controversial moments in ICP history, or eat a death wing. ICP's legendary Faygo showers began because Violent J threw an open bottle of soda at some hecklers.
That's false. Because Shaggy threw the Faygo. And it wasn't a heckler. It was a guy flipping us off. And Shaggy opened a 2-liter and threw it. And the crowd exploded. And then we just upped it and upped it and upped it.
He's got his hearing aids in again.
Yeah.
Until now, we go home owing money on our tour to the Faygo company.
You're not endorsed by Faygo?
No, fuck no. No, far
Come
from
on.
it. All they did was give us a pop machine in our warehouse. That's it. A Faygo machine. And a t-shirt and a sun visor.
Next question. Prior to forming ICP, Violent J and Shaggy 2.
They're like, we don't want to be attached, even though they fought against being attached to them.
What kind of stuff were you breaking over each other?
Tables, chairs.
Guar,
wire,
they're not
like
fans.
floating deathmatch
They're like,
rings
okay.
with lobsters.
Lobsters. You were
That's
dressed
a real
in
thing.
We played a festival together, and I was standing side stage when you
What if they
ran by
edited
me
out
and
every JCW
dropkicked Fred
reference
Durst.
except at the end of the credits?
I was on stage.
What if they don't even mention JCW?
I don't think they will.
I mean, why? Come on, Violent J.
That's not his
Boost
only
those
match.
numbers.
That was done as a wrestling work drop kick. I
Oh.
wasn't actually trying to drop kick him for real. I don't know why in my drunk brain, I just figured that he was also a wrestler and he'd know how to sell the move. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't sell it.
So, no, he didn't
Never
sell
mind,
it.
he was in the
I'll
middle
tell you
of a
how they sold
concert.
it. Right. How they sold it was their security came out and choked me out on stage and dragged me out. I've
Yeah, he didn't even
many
connect.
times over since. I feel like a dumbass, of course, for doing this shit.
The mythology of Guar spans many eons and galaxies. You will now have to summarize.
What do you
the
think about
lore of
Guar,
in
Larry?
30 seconds or less.
This guy's got dumb abs
Well,
painted on him.
First of all, the main Guar guy is dead.
Okay, I'm just asking, what do you think about like the general idea of it? Like,
he died of a
Guar.
heroin overdose.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not listening to him. You know,
does somebody listen? Like, I know they do. Clearly they have a fan base, but it's just like, it's the same thing when people were like Slipknot and then they wear anytime somebody's like, and then they do this, and it's like, you've lost me. And they all wear clown masks. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about like, oh, and they're all dressed like demons and there's lore. And it's like, okay. Can I just have like Neil Young being a shitty singer, trying his best?
But I don't know. I like shock kind of transgressive humor. You know, they like kill people on stage.
But yet you hated Tina Brown.
True. Both things can be true.
Too transgressive for you? He bit a guy's balls, Larry.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, died of a heroin overdose.
Yeah. Huh. What do you think about their outfits? This guy seems to be some kind of fairy mecha dragon thing. Seems like they're not as good as they should. Like, they should just stick with the guy on the left who's like a demon.
Yeah, I don't know
what guy's like. I'm some kind of like T-Rex goat with like fairy wings.
Well,
he's like a half dragon, half mecha.
Yeah,
it seems, and he's British. Is he an original member?
That's what I don't know. Right, I don't know.
Yeah.
History, and you must eat a Deathwing.
Are you ready?
He's taking
30 seconds. Hold on. 30 seconds starts now.
So, Guar were in an army called the Scumdogs of the Universe. It was run by the master of all creation. And essentially, we always mention this. Nobody ever knows what we're talking about. The old show F Troop, right? We were screw-ups. And so we screwed up. Yes, we screwed up thoroughly. And so they banished us to the planet Earth. It was like the Russian front or something.
Antarctica, nonetheless.
Yeah, right. The Antarctica. That's where we wound up because it was nice and cold like we were familiar with. And that's how we wound up doing what we do.
But did we miss any key moments?
I'm satisfied. I mean, it took a little long. I was timing it. That was past 30 seconds. Rules are rules, you know what I mean?
I wasn't past 30 seconds.
Oh, man, you were like fucking 45 seconds.
I don't like Shaggy too dope.
By the rules, man. That's all.
There's why he's not the face of JCW. He seems kind of ornery.
Correct.
Yeah, it's easy.
The guy had to put it under his mask. The one guy.
Uh-oh.
You always got to put on a guy with a gigantic headgear mask on because you want to see his reaction.
Yeah.
To the hot wing. So put somebody whose face is completely obscured.
Well, but him having to battle the mask is the humor.
I guess that might be it. He's trying to pour water into it.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of the gathering of the
Larry, would you want to be part of a thing where you have to spend more time? This goes for ICP too. You have to spend more time in
that's rough
than real life.
Yeah, painting my face every day would be rough.
If they're playing Guar, if they're playing regularly, the amount of we gotta put all the fucking makeup on and all the fucking shit. Andrew WK, that's somebody I haven't thought about in a long time.
Felt like we got cheated. You know what I'm saying? We never ever book anybody with the intention of trying to see them get fucked up.
Right.
We book them because we love them or they're like fucking super over or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Before we went,
super over.
Oh, you're gonna be.
Who was that Filipino gal who got bottles thrown at her at the Juggalo Fest?
Fuck, I don't know.
She was like an influencer early 2000s.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of that he's talking about. That was clearly to fuck with somebody.
Yeah, well,
We've loved it, man. They've been great to us. Other than throwing raw chickens, but that wasn't directed at us. That was just
Some people are assholes. They throw that shit at us too.
Yeah.
It's not that they're throwing it.
I love to cultivate a fan base. Well, they'll just throw raw chicken even at the main guys.
Last time I
They're
feel
just
like I got
trashy
hit
people.
like a full diaper.
Something about our music encourages dumbasses to show up.
This is a wild card. Oh damn, that was right on time. Both our
You
bands
can't
are
do that to Violent J. You can't just blow an air horn.
exteriors. However, everyone knows that the eyes are the true window to the soul. Both teams must now pick one player to represent them in a staring contest.
Well, it can't be the one guy. You can't see his eyes.
I like the idea of the ICP thing, but it feels like music
clowns
is.
that rap. They are gonna do the guy. You can't even see his eyes. Yeah, he's saying you can't even see his eyes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. I'm hungry anyway.
So you already lost. Shaggy 2-Dub lost. They're just gonna eat wings so they can get it over with.
But I was gonna say, I like the universe. It seems like they have lore. They have like these, but it seems like the quality of the music is like the lowest thing priority on the list of things they do. So it's hard for me to reconcile the two.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I order food that gave that out, it's got to be hiccup. Oh my god, I'd send it back.
I'll say this: spicy food lately. I never used to be a hiccuper. Lately, spicy food will make me hiccup. That's a new development as I grow older. That I'm not a huge fan of. It can't even. It doesn't even have to be that spicy.
Oh boy.
They didn't notice him.
Yeah, you got it. What he passed it together
And the camera.
Blend in. No offense, motherfuckers. Look, man. You want me to read it? Yeah.
He's got a heart problem. He probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Being a juggalo isn't just about being a fan. It's a way of life.
Oh, he's old. Notice how far back he is?
Yeah. He's got to read it. Doesn't have his cheaters.
It's a single definition that you must eat a death wing.
Ooh. Whoop, whoop. That's how you greet another juggalo.
Mazio, what's up? Hey.
It's almost like
I want to know how old this one British guy is with the.
FWCL.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what this is? MMFCWL.
It's down with the clown.
There's no D in there.
I got no idea.
Damn it, Bolsner.
Much motherfucking wicked clown love.
Oh!
Enjoy those wings, boys.
You gotta pick him up with his stupid gloved hand.
Instant death, man.
Violent J's not doing good. He's like chewing ice. His eyes are like half lit.
I mean, my lips are a little hot.
Yeah, this is barbaric. ICP has been spraying fans down with Faygo for
We already did this.
But now it's time to put your love of the soft drink to the ultimate test. You will now compete in a blind Faygo taste test.
All right, you just got some normal shit out here. I know you ain't got like all the fucking in-depth shit. Hey, you might be eating another one though, because I'm not saying that I'm gonna fucking pass with flying colors over here.
Bro, I'm tapping out. I can't do it. I'm hospitalized.
Oh, no. Violent J's like DJ Khaled. He's like about to just quit.
It's not even carbonate. It's like warm piss. Let me get some more piss.
Let me get some more piss. That's funny.
That's cream soda.
That's very close.
Orange Dream cream soda, whatever the fuck.
It is a cream soda.
Oh, rock and roll.
Violent J's not doing good. He's just like he's grabbing at ice.
I'm gonna call it.
He had the flavor profile. He had the flavor profile. I'm not gonna make
I got it.
He got it.
Good, because Red Pop is not cream soda at least bit. Fuck yeah. No, Red Pop's Red Pop, man. It's not even the cream soda fucking ballpark. That's orange pop.
Yeah, part of it.
What the fuck?
There's another flavor in there.
Pineapple orange. Pineapple orange? Oh, okay. Well, teamwork makes teamwork.
Violent J's got the details.
Oh, that's peach.
Yep.
I hate peach. That's the cream soda.
Why can't this guy taste?
Why does he taste cream soda on everything?
Throwing it in. Cotton candy.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. That's a newer flavor.
He tasted cotton candy and he went.
We'll give Jay a prize.
All right, let's go.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Violent J can't
didn't even
deal.
eat the whole
His heart
thing.
will explode. Look at that Shaggy Tube going in. He's getting the whole thing clean. God bless him. Look at that.
Yes.
This one's almost gone.
That's what Violent J is just doing this. They see him just palming ice, and they're like, "Here's a whole pitcher of ice."
I thought milk is what you're supposed to drink.
Yeah.
Guar Intergalactic Warriors, which accounts for your unique appearance.
Guar Intergalactic Planetary.
Artists achieve similar looks by wearing costumes, masks, and face paint. Now you must rate these artists' looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Looks like Kiss.
It's
to me.
almost like anybody with the face paint like this, like Kiss and Guar and ICP. It's almost like their musical talent can carry them over the finish line, and they have to zhuzh it up a little bit. Slipknot, etc.
Yeah, we played with them.
Not fans, huh?
No, I mean, we Slipknot is a they're
Shaggy Tube, not fans, huh?
And they have liked Guar and supported us throughout the years.
Yeah, no, he's like, yeah, it's good.
I do get
Just
feeling
crossover.
sometimes that Corey, he thinks that we're a little too committed to the action.
These
guys
walk around with like no underwear all day. They live it.
I will add, when Slipknot was on, they did give you guys 10 out of 10.
They did.
Dang. You gotta give the Guar 10, man.
I feel like maybe the Guar love's coming from that direction. I'm gonna give them a 9.
The guy from, not the main guy, has done a he did like this screams for a monster on Doctor Who, and he did not wear his mask when he was promoting that his contribution. So the fact that he wore it on the Hot Ones thing, woof.
I feel like if we don't give you a 10, you're gonna make us eat another goddamn one.
What do you rate us, fellas?
I love if one of these gore guys took off their mask and it was like Brad Pitt. It was just like a guy who was like, "What are you?" It's like that thing like Triple H and Andrade. Why are you covering your face up, bud?
Of Justice and the FBI. Look into the camera and apologize to the federal government for all the mayhem you've caused over the years, or eat a death wing. And you have to mean it.
Or eat a death wing?
I don't apology. This has got no crocodile tears here.
I'd just go ahead and eat the win.
Yeah, I ain't apologizing to shit. Or you gonna tell him? Apologize? Look, Fred.
Violent J can't do it.
Think a little wild, you know. Remember being young? We're not gonna break no more laws. We're not gonna smoke no more marijuana. All right, and we're sorry.
Turning into Bill Clinton.
Thank you, FBI. Found. Give me a desk.
That seemed heartfelt.
Anything to avoid one of them motherfuckers.
Violent J ate one wing. He's been out the entire time.
Listen, I'm not a hot
It's
guy.
tradition around. Oh, see, you don't
get
fucked
it.
up. You're eating one.
What? I'm sorry, I got hungry.
It's tradition around here. You're hungry? Oh my God! It's tradition around here to put a little extra on the last wing. You and your opponents can add an extra.
I think my brother and I once did the ghost chip thing, and we took a couple bites, and we were like, "That's not fun." And then I kept eating. He's like, "Why do you keep eating it? You're not." You're...
Yeah, but that's yours.
No, I only eat the flesh.
Well, that's not mine. I'm not eating it. Shit.
Christmas is almost here, and the only thing left on our holiday to-do
Like
list
I want
is
a Guar guy to be like he's got all the gear. He's like a big fat troll, but he's like a wispy little emo guy underneath. Very like.
There's no way
Okay.
in blue hell I could have done this without Shaggy. Hands down, and
Couldn't have eaten one wing.
these guys were the absolute toughest fucking opponents you could have.
They won. Violent J didn't even play.
True champions right here, I see.
The lifts on this guy. He's like 4'11", but because of the hooves, he's like 8 feet tall. Look at that.
Yeah.
No, no mention of JCW. He goes on Vince Russo's like, bro, you get a platform like that, and you don't mention JCW.
How long is actually hip? Why would you talk about something so
I
embarrassing?
can't believe it. what are you doing on the show then? Just to promote, I guess, the brand of IC. That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy. What do you want? You want me to find some like erotica? Well, I mean,
maybe.
I mean, this is going to be the shortest workers club of all time.
Fine. I'm not rushing you out. Find something.
Fan fiction website.
Pause
I literally have to
pause it till we find something.
Yeah.
Okay.
3. Let's do this one first. This is a Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. It is the season. Christmas, the Workers Club, Wrestling Erotica. This is from the fan fiction website Lie So Sweet by Play the Game. The description is, imagine how you would feel if I was bent over in front of some guy. Triple H didn't like to hear his wife say it. Paul Levesque didn't liked it even less. But Stephanie wasn't his wife, and they weren't even allowed to be together. This is set during summer 2000, during those infamous promos and segments. This was written in March of 2024. Okay. With an exaggerated sigh, Stephanie let herself fall into the plush cushions of her couch. A tired smile tugged at her lips as her feet kicked up and she snuggled in, pulling a light throw over her legs. There was nothing quite like getting comfortable in your own home. For the second time in a matter of weeks, she found herself in her own apartment.
Who is in this one? Who's in this one? You started so quickly.
Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in the summer of 2000. Got it?
Okay. Yep.
For the second time in a matter of weeks, she found herself in her own apartment for the tapings. Raw had been in MSG tonight with SmackDown in Jersey tomorrow. What if this guy had done like the research? Like, I need to know exactly.
Mm-hmm.
MSG shows were always special for the fans, for the talent, for her family. Her father had an extra buzz around him at the Garden. If this was written in 2024, you know never mind. His already incredible aura seemed to reach its peak in that building. It was truly awesome to be in its orbit. The great Vince McMahon wasn't the only one with an edge at the show tonight. Her mind began to drift to places she was trying so hard to stop it going. But Raw had been eventful. I can't imagine writing Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, Erotica 2024, like romanticizing their initial storyline. Like, I'm still all about that. It's so good. This family is so good. There was a lot to think about. The show, the matches, the interactions between certain people, namely her on-screen husband and current off-screen boyfriend. I should even call him that. They've been dating for a few weeks, probably longer, possibly not. Honestly, she didn't even know what to call them sometimes. They hadn't even slept together yet, but he seemed fine with it. Or maybe he was one of these genuine good guys who didn't want to rush things. Or maybe she was a lot better at hiding her heartbreak than she thought she was. It was probably a combination of everything. The main one being that she jumped into this with Eric because she was not capable of dealing with how things had ended with Paul. I don't know who Eric is in this scenario. Or rather, how things had been forced to end with Paul. Her father had told them it had to stop. They stopped. It lasted from Judgment Day to the following Tuesday. This is, I hate to be like Paul Levesque right now, but this is like a Mark's idea of like.
Oh, yeah.
It lasted from the pay-per-view to after Raw. 2.5 days before he was back in her hotel room and back in her bed. By the time they were taping SmackDown that same week, Vince had ordered her not to see him again. And that was because Paul had been avoiding her like the plague ever since. She often wondered just what Vince had said to him. In fact, she thought about it constantly and asked him about it even more. Each rebuke was stiffer than the last until finally her father exploded over dinner one night. I've got to hold on. Where are we at here?
Vince doesn't want him to get together. And they're having dinner?
Oh, yeah. No, Vince exploded. Where were we? Business is business. In addition to dealing with the force, okay, let's just do this. Oh, a father exploded over one night. Business is business. In addition to dealing with the forced separation from a man she was sure she was in love with, she was also dealing with the fact that for the first time in her adult life, she truly understood what it meant to come second place to the WWF in the eyes of her dad. Rather than let herself spiral out of nowhere, she ended up in a whirlwind relationship with an old college friend. Is this like based on anything? Eric was signed to the Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, the AAA minor league team for the Yankees.
There is a boyfriend she had before him. I'm not a weirdo, so I never really read the story.
Well, yeah, that's like that because Steph, and this is in Steph's mind. It says apparently he was a pretty hot prospect. This is somebody that only is dealing in rumor and innuendo. And wouldn't Steph know?
Like, I like the AI.
What?
The AI answer for Stephanie McMahon boyfriend before Triple H.
Yeah.
Of course, they go kayfabe
Test.
and they say test, and then it's key relationships before Triple H. Test, Kurt Angle,
yeah,
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Nice. Thank you, AI. Let's see. If only she gave a damn about baseball. That wasn't fair. Eric was a great guy and they had fun together. He had a girlfriend in college, so nothing ever happened, but he looked her up a few months ago and asked her out. And took it well when she turned him down. I'm so fucking confused by this story. She was neck deep in her affair with Paul at the time, and well, it wasn't even a choice between the two men. When things cooled down with Paul, Eric just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and all of a sudden they were seeing each other. She hopped from one affair to the other. One hot, steamy, addictive affair to one very casual and relaxed situationship? A distraction situationship? Maybe that's what she should start calling it. She has twice. Her father was delighted to see her bounce back so quickly, as he called it. This fucking writing that people do on these websites.
I'm anxious to learn, just as you are.
It's first draft. Just put it out.
This one.
Her mother knew better, and Eric, well, he seemed happy and was delighted when they finally made it to second base just last week. What the fuck? Linda's happy about you. Hey, Mom, second base, Eric. Tall, athletic, a potential Yankee player, and absolutely gorgeous. He was every woman's dream guy, just not hers. No, hers was also tall and also athletic. I would never describe Triple H as athletically built.
I mean, according to Meltzer, he has thin wrists.
Wait, but Meltzer liked what was that guy's name? The one guy, the goofy guy that was with Baron Corbin.
Ridge Holland or
no, not Ridge Holland. Madcap. He loved Madcap. That guy had the thinnest ankles I've ever seen in my life. The legs on that guy. He wasn't a potential Yankee, but he was a former WWF champion. He was the most attractive man she'd ever laid eyes on. I'm gonna give myself a headache over this shit, Stephanie muttered to herself, somehow managing to sink even further into the deep cushions of her couch. Scattered images of all three men rattled through her brain. Her father, stern and disappointed. Yep. God, he was so fucking annoying these last few weeks. Eric, happy and generally oblivious to her inner turmoil. And then there was Paul. The only way she could describe him lately was distant. Probably because he's trying to break up with China. To think of him as anything else would let those pesky, intrusive thoughts creep into her psyche. And she couldn't keep torturing herself. It had to stop. She couldn't keep wanting him. Not when she couldn't have him. And so her stomach had been in knots all week long at the thought of them meeting each other. Just to have them in the same space was fucking with her head. Then she read the script, and really of all nights, Triple H had to profess his love for Stephanie McMahon Helmsley in a heartfelt apology. It had to be tonight when Eric was there to watch. Because fuck. Of course it did. For all his anger at them being together off screen, her father had a funny sense of humor when it came to their on-screen characters and their current storyline. Earlier tonight, Triple H stood in the ring with a dozen red roses begging for forgiveness and professing his love for her. Well, for his wife, not for her. She had to keep reminding herself because standing in that ring with him and looking into his eyes, it was easy to forget everybody else and just be them, saying those things to each other and meaning it. What a fucking shit show. Truly. Imagine how you would feel if I was bent over in front of some guy. Is that like from the show? This is like a reference to like a real Raw.
What is she mad about?
I think it's a reference to the Triple
Oh,
H,
when
like
he put Trish in the hammerlock.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that those words had come out of her mouth was absolutely mortifying. And his face when she said it, that wasn't Hunter, that was Paul. He knew she was seeing somebody now. He probably was thinking about her bent over in front of some guy, Eric to be exact. Because they had met briefly before the show, and that was Paul looking at her like he'd just been kicked in the gut. She wasn't crazy. She knew him. She knew how to read him. And it fucking killed her to say it to him because she knew he could say it back. And worse, it wasn't a secret that he was fucking around since they split. Don't even get her started on the never-ending Joni saga. Imagine how she would feel if someone was bent over in front of him. She didn't have to imagine. The thought burned her mind and drove her into a jealous rage, acting mad because Trish Stratus was trying to get it on with her husband wasn't all that difficult. The thought, this person is so like, they're everywhere. They're so invested. Yeah, they're just they needed to work out their feelings on this storyline. The thought of him with another.
Why would you bury the meeting of those two in a random toss bag?
Yeah.
He had met him before the show. Doesn't this seem like a rather big event you should have wrote about?
Yeah. Paul shaking his hand. Sup? So I hear you're a hot prospect. With Wilkes-Barre.
Want an NIL deal?
I wish more guys like you were working in some kind of performance center. With a heavy sigh, Stephanie tipped her head back and closed her eyes, mind racing. At least Eric had called the experience backstage a blast. He was introduced as Stephanie's boyfriend and met all the wrestlers who were on their best behavior. The highlight definitely seemed to be meeting The Rock. He was indifferent to meeting Triple H, and really, how could she blame him? She had spent weeks telling him she and Hunter were just friends, and tonight he got a front row seat to her lies. She knew he was upset. Her chemistry with Paul was palpable. Even now when they weren't really talking to each other, but especially when they had to portray such a serious and intimate storyline. Her heart skipped when he said those three little words. It didn't matter that they were in character. The lines were too blurred now to ignore the emotion behind them. Stephanie knew Paul meant it, and apparently so had Eric. Her mind drifted back to barely 2 hours ago when he'd sulked out of her apartment after a pretty thorough examination of Mr. and Mrs. Helmsley's performance that evening. So wait, they went back and watched the show, and he was like, wait a minute, is this fucking real?
I don't know.
He started out joking about it and quickly grew serious. Look, we were right. Was it real? Because it felt real, and there was no way Triple H was that good of an actor.
This is very mutiny. This is the way like the diva stands talk.
Yeah.
Where they like mix on screen stuff. Like, oh, you could tell in her face she really meant that line. With like bizarre half knowing their personal life. And it's a real sickness.
It is. I mean, God bless you, I guess, for putting it down. We don't sit around and write, but these people are sitting down there. They've got something to say. Bukowski, when he said all that, when he was like, "You're not unless you got to sit down and have something to say," he didn't mean this. I don't think. Where you're like putting out your like mental. You're putting down. Maybe he did. Where you're like putting down mental illness. You're like, we haven't even talked about like there's like conspiracy theories about Brett's Audible book.
We sort of talked about it.
We did. Where people think that it's like he had recorded previous stuff and then like went back and
see. You didn't have a good the first time we talked about this. You didn't have a good answer when they say young Brett.
What does that mean?
They mean 2010 or do they mean 1986?
I don't think they ever recorded an audiobook with him. I think he's just Brett, and people are like trying to put his stuff like a square, him saying this stuff from his book that's insane, and being like, well, that must be young Brett. Because old Brett would be like, that's stupid. I think it's people trying to square
people
Brett doing this at this age. Yeah, I think it's people aren't familiar with the book, and they are trying to square why old Brett would read this straight up.
I'll have to find the fucking the thread or the Reddit.
They literally are like, oh, Brett's reading certain young Brett. And it's like, why would they sit on young, like they stopped recording an audiobook? What are we doing? What are we talking about? The book's insane. It's old Brett. It's him.
Yeah, I can't find.
So Eric doesn't think Triple H is that good of an actor. Were they seeing each other? Was she sleeping with him? Had she slept with him before? Did they date? Stephanie brushed it all off, told him it was nothing. It didn't work. Eric started into a rambling tirade about how he didn't think Triple H was all that good anyway, and he didn't see the hype. Rock was... The boyfriend, Eric, is about to go into a he's all of a sudden he's become a pro wrestling fan. Triple H isn't all that good anyway. What's the hype? Rock was better. Stone Cold's better. Triple H was just okay. At which point she got defensive over Paul and began singing his praises because of course she would. To her, he was the best performer to ever step between the ropes, and she wouldn't ever let him be talked down in front of her, which only led to more questions. And they're fighting. It's two fans fighting about Triple H is actually good. These 20-minute matches, he's working like Harley Race. Eric's like, Brock gets more reaction out of doing so little. No, you don't understand. Triple H is working. The length is the point. You're supposed to be mad. Triple H is like a proto Young Bucks. You're supposed to be mad at him. You're supposed to hate him like that. He's annoying. She was fighting with her current boyfriend over her ex-boyfriend after denying to said current boyfriend that anything that had ever happened. And all over a TV segment involving their stupid characters. Always in the back of her mind was the fact that she hadn't even fucking slept with Eric yet. What? What the hell did he get so mad about? Then he was apologizing. Then she was apologizing. Then they were making out. And she was on her back with his hands creeping between her legs and his lips on her neck. Stephanie tried to give herself to the moment, but she just wasn't into it. He wanted to spend the night, his blue eyes not far from begging. But it just felt off. Fuck. This was all so stupid, and she was a terrible person. She deserved to suffer. She should be feeling guilty for kicking him out instead of feeling annoyed at herself for referring to Paul as her ex. He wasn't. He was so much more than that. She refused to see him that way. Not when she still believed. No. No more thinking like that. Actually, no more thinking at all. Not about Paul, Eric, or her stupid father for causing all of this in the first place. She was going to open a bottle of wine, watch some trash TV, and try to go to bed at a reasonable hour. As you do when you drink and watch bad TV. You always go to bed at like 9. for a solid 42 minutes. Oh, little Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference there. 42. Intentional. For a solid 42 minutes, her plan worked. She was a glass and a half down. 42 minutes? Look, I don't want to paint myself as an alcoholic, but she just got a glass and a half down in 42 minutes.
Yeah. Weak.
Thoroughly enjoying her home renovation show. Then a knock on the door caused a rush of anxious energy to flood her body and annoyance. With a determined stride, rushed to the door, fully intending to tell Eric that they'd talk tomorrow, but it wasn't Eric on the other side. Her eyes grew wide and her mouth dropped open. Hey, Paul smirked, playfully reaching up to close her mouth. Careful. You'll catch flies in that thing. Was he fucking serious? This is getting so good, Larry. Stephanie brought her breathing under control and all, but glared at him. Not a word spoken off camera between them for weeks, and he does that. He says that. She was furious. Paul's playful demeanor quickly died at the flash of fire in her eyes. Shit, she was furious. He shouldn't have come. What are you doing here? Apparently they came. Oh, wait. Apparently they were both thinking the same question. Can I come in? They stared at each other, both aware of what would happen if he crossed the line, if they crossed the line, and yet she let him in anyways. Look, I wanted to see you. Stephanie watched him amble to the couch and take a seat. He was too comfortable here, and why wouldn't he be? They'd quite literally fucked all over the damn house. She could barely look around without a memory burning into her brain. I miss you, Steph. I don't want it to be this way between us, not talking, and he blew out a frustrated breath. I hate doing those fucking types of segments with you, you know. I know, she agreed, unable to stop her feet from closing the distance and joining him on the couch. I hate it too, She was cut off by the sound of his beeper penetrating the room. Beep, beep, beep. Curious, considering the late hour, it had to be close to 1 a.m. Who would be contacting him at this time of night? Her heart sank. Paul physically jumped at the feel. Physically jumped, not just jumped. Just to be clear. Physically jumped at the feel of it against his hip, fingers fumbling for the button. Fuck, he had forgotten all about Rachel. They'd made plans to meet after the show, and now we're in his mind. And she was no doubt wondering where he was. But after their segment's done, he couldn't just get Stephanie out of his head. He had to see her, and he didn't care if her stupid little boyfriend was at her place. He'd kick his ass if needs be. They just had to talk. Sorry, he mumbled, clearing his throat nervously. They stared at each other in silence. Gradually, Paul's hand reached across the space between them, intending to thread their fingers. Just before their hands joined, his beeper rang out once again, somehow managing to sound even louder than it had before. It was like an alarm signal, a warning of danger. From the look on her face, Paul had no doubt he was in a dangerous situation. Settle down.
This is so boring.
Somebody really wants to talk to you. It was like an that's what she said. Somebody really wants to talk to you. It was said like an accusation. She certainly meant it as one. Paul said nothing. Who is it? Where's your boyfriend? He bit back. Stephanie rolled her eyes. He's not my boyfriend. No, Paul scoffed. Funny, that's how he was introduced to me earlier. She ignored him, motioned towards the beeper. Who is it? Who is he? We're not talking about him. I'm talking about him. Who is he? If he's not your boyfriend, then who is he? What is he? This was ridiculous. She muttered as such as she rose from the couch. He was quick to react, not allowing her space to turn her back or walk away. Wait, Larry, you want fucking?
No, this isn't well written. It's like not bad enough and not mutant-y enough. I'm losing steam.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking to see what happened in there.
They're usually just much more graphic up front.
I mean, okay, here we go. I'll read it like 1.5 speed. Does that do anything for you?
No.
I'm talking about him. Who is he? If he's not your boyfriend, then who is he? This was ridiculous. She even muttered as such as, of all the possible ways he'd imagined this night playing out, getting into a fight with her over this. We're back into Paul. Yeah, this was at the bottom of his list. Maybe he was being naive to think he could just turn up and everything would be fine. It most certainly would have been worse if the little prick was actually here. He had to physically restrain himself when the smiling asshole was paraded in the back before the show, holding her hand and awakening a surge of jealous anger within him. That's also why he had to see her tonight, just take his claim to something that didn't belong to him. After a considerable silence, they fell into a heated staring contest. She briefly relented. He's nothing, Stephanie sighed as he gripped her arm. We've barely started seeing each other. Right, but you did introduce him as your boyfriend, so come off it, Paul. She finally stopped. Since you seem to have so many questions, I have one for you. Who's calling you at 1 a.m, huh? Nobody, he lied. A half-lie. Rachel was nothing more than an easy fuck. Call him a bastard, but she was one of a few women who had been fucking kicking out of his hotel room since Vince sat him down and told him in no uncertain terms to stop seeing his daughter. She was nothing compared to Stephanie. Stephanie was everything. Nobody, she mimicked in his pathetic tone. Nobody's calling you. Nobody's waiting for you tonight. Is that it? They stared at each other, defiant eyes blazing at each equally defiant. Stephanie couldn't help but remember the last time they were together. She had been the one sending him dirty messages in the dark of the night, telling him all the things they were going to do when they got back to her room. It had been long after they were told to break it off. She'd spent every minute since pining after him. It seemed he got over her much quickly. The offending device beeped again and her face grew tight. Instead of muting the message, Paul switched the damn thing off and shrugged sheepishly. If only served to make her angry. Would be angrier, but okay. Enraged, actually. She couldn't bear the thought of him with another woman. The thought of it made her physically sick. Yeah, here he was, looking at her like that, while some whore was waiting for him to come fuck her tonight. You like when these little stories take like a turn? Like a very judgmental turn? What did you come here for, Paul? What's up? Well, you like this story. It's good.
I'm not listening that much.
What did you come here for, Paul? What do you want? I've missed you. It was a quiet croak, but it was the truth. He took a step. She took a step back. He stepped forward again. She kept walking till her back hit the wall. There's nowhere left for her to go. Stephanie took a deep breath and closed her eyes, refusing to look at him. She knew she would break as soon as their eyes met, and they couldn't do this. A familiar scent was seeping into her and awakening that insatiable urge. Memories flooded her mind, and he had to go. He couldn't be here. You should go, she said in a whisper lacking conviction. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. He whispered right back, moving his face closer. Paul, she sighed in frustration, her eyes snapping shut. When she opened them again, he was right in front of her, his expression so serious. Without thinking, her hands lifted to the frame of his face. Their foreheads rested together. We always do the dirty ones. This is very romanticized.
It's not. It's boring.
Breathing heavily, hearts racing. Paul considered himself the ultimate professional. He should be able to deal with this shit. These stupid segments. It was their characters after all. Yet telling her he loved her was too much. I had to see you, he muttered, hand raising to cup her neck. It wasn't right coming here. It wasn't fair to her or himself. He knew that. That's why he made plans with Rachel early this morning. He hoped it would help him to stop thinking about her, to stay away from her, and it did until the show. Slowly her eyes opened and their gazes locked. The tension was palpable, sexual, intimate, affectionate. It started as an undercurrent when he walked through the door and was already bubbling to the surface, threatening to explode and send them both over the edge. Just tonight, he whispered against her mouth, barely touching. Another lie. He said it without trying to sound desperate. But their lips were teasing now, both losing resolve at the frightening speed. He didn't care anymore. He wanted her. That's why he came here, to be with her. Stephanie knew she should shout at him for sleeping around, scream at him, in fact, for fucking God knows how many women. Paul Levesque. God knows how many women, while she tried to heal her broken heart. She should be upset that he lied to her about doing it. Instead, she was jealous. The thought of it burned her gut. Who was this other woman waiting for him? Had he slept with her before? Is that why he made arrangements with her? Did she fuck him in his hotel room after the shows? Did she fuck him better than she did? In a moment of madness, she wished for Eric to come back. She wanted to fuck him out of spite and tell Paul all about it. Is this person okay? Make him watch as Eric touched her in the places he wanted to touch.
Oh.
She wants to make Paul a cuck. Make him feel as enraged as she felt when she thought of somebody else touching him. But she came to her senses at the feel of his hands palming her waist. He was here. He came to her. Against her father's orders, he was here, ready to risk it all. And he wanted her just as much as she wanted him. Their lips finally pressed together, and that was all it took. It was urgent, hurried, needy, even a bit desperate. His tongue wound, not wormed, wound with hers, and she gripped his face, kissing him back with equal fervor. Just tonight, she managed to get out before his tongue was back in her mouth. They were both lying. They knew better. It didn't matter. She didn't care he was here. Yep, check this. Cut to, it was later when their racing hearts began to come down from the high. Stephanie lay under him, legs wrapped around his waist and arms around his neck. His body was flush against her, chest to chest, pelvis to pelvis, as he softened inside of her. Deep and heavy breaths were the only sound. Paul let out a quiet moan when her fingers dug into his scalp, threading through the messy blonde strands. He buried his face in her neck, slowly overcome at how incredible it had felt to be inside her again, to empty himself of the stress and this heartache. There is no better way to describe it than pure and utter satisfaction. His body had been craving her, and his mind, and his heart. Now they were pressed together, enjoying the post-coital afterglow of much-needed time together.
All right.
What?
I have a good one.
Okay, wait, hold on. I need to pause it. Here we go.
Sorry, I stumbled on another one that's
oh no,
throwing me. That one's weird. Okay. All right. This one's just wacky. It's very short. It'll lift our spirits from Pride and Prejudice or whatever we just listened to.
Okay.
Setting 1717, the Caribbean Sea.
Oh wow. Okay.
The frigate Riptide had just sailed away from Havana after a successful selling of rum and sugar. As usual.
As usual.
This is so stupid.
This is a wrestling one?
That's where I stumbled. As usual, Dana Brooke, bookkeeper of the crew, took well care to handle the negotiations and the profits.
Of the spices,
She earned over 6,000 real to share with the rest of the crew. The new cannons are a blast, echoed the rejoice of young Shotzi, lively and joyful soul and lethal gunner of the ship. Well, that makes
I don't
sense.
think this person realizes what's going on those ships in those days. A lot of these people are not there of their own free will. Very poor conditions. Shotzi's got like the horned tank helmet. There's a guy, he's like,
all right. Not too far, Io was sharpening her sword, mumbling something unclear in Japanese.
Yeah.
In her daily cranked and pissed off mood. Cranked and pissed off.
Yeah, cranked. She's cranked.
Right beside her there was her henchman, a former gunner captured in a previous boarding on a frigate, the Arwes. His name was Horror.
original character?
Houhr.
Sometimes
Houhr.
some authors take a name and they jumble up a thing, or they'll take another thing, and this person just was like, I'm going to misspell horror.
I don't know what that's supposed to be. After the boarding, he became her enforcer, protector, and devoted squire. This axe is amazing. I can take the head off those stupid corsairs with a single shot. Lacey Evans cheered as she was praising her brand new weapon. Come on, girls. Let's not.
Evans?
Come on, girls. Let's not rest on your laurels, or the captain is going to scold on us. Candace LeRae never missed to encourage them. She was considered like the big sister of the crew, and a good confidant for all the girls. She was walking around with her younger husband, Billy, who was cleaning out her guns. The fuck?
Okay.
Like Houhr, Billy was captured a few months ago as well during the same boarding. He survived a sure death only because Candace fell in love with him.
Yeah.
Let them alone. They deserve it, Dakota grumbled, tapping her feet on the ground as she was playing with her knives. Dakota was the quartermaster of the Riptide, and she was very authoritative and violent. On the ship's wheel, there was Kyrie. They could barely understand what she said, but she was out of a doubt an ace when it came to sailing the Riptide through the waves. This person's got a real hang up on the Japanese women.
Yeah, they're
no one knows what they're talking about. No one's attempted any communication.
You know what we need to do? Change the rating.
Oh, yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, rated.
Okay.
M.
So Kyrie's driving. Then coming out of the pantry, there she was. The captain. Who is it? The most feared pirate of the Caribbean Sea. Crabby, strict, cold, and commanding. Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Riptide.
Yeah.
Today I'm hungry for some gold. Any ship on sight? Rhea asked Kyrie, who pulled out a long telescope. Merchant ship. Looks like a frigate. Quit using that word. Have a strange flag. Do not know. Oh, no, they're typing in English.
Oh, no. Oh, no, because EO is talking?
Yeah. Looked like a frigate. Have strange flag. Do not know. Rhea grabbed the telescope off Kyrie's hand and looked at the ship by
somebody
herself.
Typing like that, but they're just typing like how Scooby-Doo talks. They're like, I think this is how this would work.
Strange flag. It looks like a winged lion. And on the side, it's written Serenissima. Rhea looked pretty surprised. Where was that ship coming from? What was it carrying? Were they armed? And if they were, how much? Those were the multiple questions that started to bounce in the mind of the captain. As far as she could be avid and with personality even too big for a single ship. Whoa.
Oh,
what?
my God.
As far as she could be avid and with personality even too big for a single ship, she never missed to care about her girls. All of them have been loyally followed her for years, in battles and sailings all across the Atlantic Ocean. A crew that, as they all have scurvy as well.
Nice.
A crew that, as much as it could seem outnumbered, was capable of frightening any soul who passed by their radar and collecting so much gold in the years. Experiences the master rule. Rhea always repeated that. And in spite of her young age, she had a naval culture so much ahead comparing to several other captains, way older than her.
Yes.
That was a sentence.
Yes.
And in spite of her young age, she had a naval culture so much ahead comparing to several other captains, way older than her. Anyway.
Anyway.
Merchant ships have been reinforcing their defenses lately, since the traders have learned about the Riptide. But they don't seem too armed, mumbled Rhea, receiving a nod from her helmswoman. But the ship looks like a frigate, so it must be delivering something with a value. Kyrie, at the helm. I'll warm the crew up. We're going to have some fun very soon.
Is that how she wrote it?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Captain. Kyrie cheered, all excited. Probably no one had as much passion for the sea as she did. Kyrie was indeed his first pick when she built the Riptide. Wow, she built it.
Wow.
She knew she could always count on Kyrie's enthusiasm and energy. Kyrie then started to drive the helm, heading slightly towards starboard, in the direction of that mysterious vessel. Girls, hoist the sails and get ready. You have 15 minutes. We're going to have some fun.
It's Moby Dick.
Rhea shouted to the crew. Oh, well, it's finally time to cut some throats, Dakota sneered, putting on her knives back in the pocket of her leggings.
There you go.
That girl from New Zealand was well known for her lightning-fast agility and her striking skills. That, combined with her cruelty, made her one of the most dreaded pirate of the Pacific, until she decided to join Rhea on the Riptide in search for more gold and new adventures. That's it.
Wow.
The high seas.
We almost can't get one unless it's unless there's an original character. Of course, in this one in fanfiction.net, it's Skovico writes, I think every day. It's like a sickness at this point. Every day they're writing something, and publishing it out. I mean, it's always original character. I mean, I don't know why that bothers me. I just want it to be pure fan fiction. But I don't know. Maybe I should read it the original character. Yeah, over the other two I got. Yeah, they were just like nothing. It was just nothing.
Wait, which ones are nasty ones? What's the rating?
I would say M.
Oh, okay. Because what's K and T?
Kid, teen, and Kids Plus.
Okay.
I'll click on an original one just to see. Let's see.
I got a good one.
You think?
Idea.
Is it by Skavoko with an original character? Let's see.
2,000 words. Perfect.
Yeah.
No. This one's 500. That's even better.
Okay, read it out. What's it called?
I'll read it to you right now. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
A Night with Seth Rollins.
Where are you finding this?
What?
I said, where are you finding this? I don't see names.
I just searched wrestling, and then on the side, I searched M.
Okay, go ahead.
Nia Jax was walking through the hotel lobby. She was quietly crying. Her boyfriend had just called and broken up with her. She got onto an open elevator. Seth Rollins was in it. He and Nia were friends.
Okay.
This prose is...
Yeah? What?
It's direct. What's wrong, Nia? He asked. My boyfriend just broke up with me. She sniffed. He said he met someone prettier and thinner than I am. What an ass. It's nothing I haven't heard before. I just thought he was different. Want to come hang out in my room for a little bit? Take your mind off things?
Yeah.
Swooping right in there. Sure. They went to his room. They were talking. Take it from me, Seth says.
Take it from me.
I've been there. Breakups suck, but this guy sounds like a tool. If he can't see how beautiful you are, he doesn't deserve you. Thank you, Seth. That's so sweet. I mean it. He kissed her but pulled away quickly. I'm sorry. Don't be. She kissed him. He kissed her back. He laid her back on the couch. As they kissed, he felt her hands touch his ass. She moaned as he kissed her across the neck. Felt her hands moving back up under his shirt. Her fingertips light went up his back.
Yeah.
She took off his shirt.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
This is just a lot of direct small sentences. As the kiss began, he felt her reach down and rub him between his legs. Naya, he groaned against her lips. He groaned against her lips. Suddenly, he broke the kiss and stood up. He held out his hand. She took it.
Yeah, Larry groaned against it. Oh. You ever do that? Against a woman's lips, you go, oh. Can't help yourself sometimes.
They stood up. He held out his hand. She took it. They went off into the bedroom. He took off her shirt. They kissed. He undid her bra. He began to kiss her down her body, kneeling as he went lower.
Oh,
Seth,
hell yeah.
she moaned as he licked her stomach. He took off her jeans and slowly pulled down her panties.
I don't kiss a stomach. I lick the stomach.
Oh, she moaned as she felt his tongue inside her.
Oh.
Oh, Seth. Oh, my God. He went faster. Oh, my God. Oh, she moaned, giving in. He stood up. They kissed. She quickly
It's going to
took
be
off
clipped. You two. Oh, my God. Clip it. Colin, clip that.
We're all out of free
Oh, my God. AI, clip that.
We're all out of it. Okay, lay down. He groaned. Oh my God. She went faster. Come here, he said. She went up to him. They kissed. He rolled her on her stomach and got behind her, entering her from behind.
Hell
He
yeah.
moved slowly.
Awesome.
Oh, Seth, she moaned. Naya, he groaned.
This
Harder.
is Nia Jax
He
and Seth
moaned.
Rollins? That's crazy. Not even any commentary on what's the draw.
He picked her up after a breakup. That's the perfect time to swoop
My
in.
God. Seth, you dog. Now she's ass up.
She moans and he groans.
He's eating a full plate of Thanksgiving dinner on top of it.
He went faster. She moaned. Oh, that's her. No. She moaned loudly. Oh, Seth. He stopped, rolled her back on her stomach, and slipped inside her. He was moving fast. They kissed. Oh my God, Seth. God, you feel so amazing, he groaned. Yes, Seth. Oh my God, yes. She moaned, giving in. God, Naya, he groaned, giving in. Afterwards, they were laying there. Thanks, she said. I feel better, and that was great. I'm glad. They kissed. That's how you write a story.
I love to roll over and go, it was good? And they go, yeah, it was good. Yeah. I'm glad. You roll back over.
I gotta show you this. I don't think I've ever shown this to you. But when the person in your story said come off it, I thought of this. This is some indie show on a military base, I think.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite wrestling clips. So there it is.
Let's go.
It's a women's match.
I think I used to hang out with this person. I honestly am thinking, this poor girl, she's being incredibly bothered
Our first diva, living dead girl.
before and after the event.
She's living, but dead.
Did I just say fuck it? She's lit. Fuck it.
UBW.
Are you about to come out? Are you fucking with me right now?
I wish I could find my old tapes, brother.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this seems a little fresh for that, but nobody's notified the guy he's got to come out or they got to work a gimmick here. Oh, it's a woman.
You thought it was going to be an intergender match?
She's just like, she feels stupid. The other one's like, I'm fine. Like, she's getting gassed up enough. This one's like, I'm stupid. Oh, to be that young man, and like, there's not like that we're working together.
All right. These gals are going to work.
Yeah. What promotion is this?
The
Larry?
UBW is the letters on the entrance.
UVW?
UBW.
UBW. So if you YouTube UBW.
Sure. I'll look at the channel after this. Okay, so she keeps moving out of the way of the collar and elbow.
You think they're shooting?
No, I don't.
You think they worked this out? This is the match they worked out?
Yes.
Oh, that's a tough one. Hey. No, don't. Oh, this guy in the black, the Winona Ryder energy of it all. Folks, I can fix her.
What are you doing out here?
She got the wig.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Clone.
Wow, this place, UBW has lore.
Mechanics gloves.
This is recent?
It's like 10 years old.
Oh, 10 years old.
Oh, no.
You can't have her get beat. You got to do shenanigans. Oh, wait, they're still talking. She's still bent over.
Clone's leaving.
Oh, these guys can't work. Oh, no, that's why they did that.
And your winner by one fall, Living Dead Girl.
Some people have some girlfriends they need to get into the mix. Uh-oh. All right, how about this? I got a real quick one, and I got another one that we'll see how it goes.
Just give me the quick one.
No. We'll do both. This is set in 2009 when John Morrison and CM Punk had a little feud.
Oh, no.
I sadly do not know. I do not own anything misspelled here, but the plot. No hate, please. Smiley face. John Morrison was walking backstage after his loss against CM Punk. Oh, you're like, oh, when was this published? 2013. Okay. His head wasn't straight because all during the match, Punk wouldn't stop touching him. And John knows that's what you do during a match, but not the way Punk was. Punk kept touching his ass and chest. He was grinding his dick against John's ass. Did you enjoy your little loss, Punk ass, jumping into the box besides John? What? The only reason you won was because you were rubbing all up on me, John exclaimed quietly. Don't act like you didn't like it. This is all one big paragraph, so that's why I'm having a hard time. Punk says smugly. You wish, John says, making eye contact with Punk. Oh, I know, Punk says, smirking while wrapping his legs around John. What? John asks, swatting Punk's legs away. I seen the hard-on you had, Punk says, smirking as he begins wraps his legs in John's waist. You were grinding on me. I'd get a hard-on if anyone did that. John starts grinding. You're so hot. I missed a sentence. I'm going to have to do the finger thing. So it says, I'm getting a hard on if anyone did that. John exclaimed quietly, sure, Punk says sarcastically. Punk runs his hands down John's chest. Fuck, John murmurs. You like that? Punk asks as he lifts himself by his hands and starts grinding. You're so hot, John says before pushing Punk down on his back and leaves him over him. You know people can see us, John asks. Not sure if Punk wants people to see. Nothing to see here, Punk yells at Brooke and Layla, who are staring with a look of shock. Everyone knew Punk was gay, but everyone thought John was into all women. Once they left, Kofi walks up. Can you find a new hotel room for her tonight? Kofi asks calmly. Sure thing, Kofi, Punk says, smirking while John was starting to suck on Punk's nipple, causing Punk to throw his head back in complete bliss. Wait, why? Punk asked, gripping onto John's hair. Well, my and LL or LIJ kind of want to. You know, Kofi tells them embarrassed. Punk says, what the fuck? Kofi says, oh, Kofi got himself a nice piece of ass tonight, John says, making Kofi blush. We're just hanging out. Kofi says, looking at the ground. Yeah, John, they're just hanging out. Punk says, making them all laugh. We are, Kofi says. So what are you going to do? John asks, holding himself up with his elbows. I don't know, Kofi says shyly. They're going to eat pizza, watch movies, have sex, mock people. Punk says, quickly getting a giggle from John and a sound of shock from Kofi. Whatever, Kofi exclaims before turning on his heels and walking away. You go find your lover boy, John yells after Kofi. Both of them laughed. Punk runs his finger over John's hard nipple. Hey, John. Punk says, looking down at him. Yes, John asks, looking up. Can I share your hotel room with you? Punk asks, pulling John's head back by the hair. Sure, baby, John says, smiling. Just like that, they were in the room. What the fuck? Hey, Lex Nipple Play that wrote that. I just want to, let's see where this goes. This is John Cena, CM Punk. John headed backstage from his dark match.
I don't want you to do another Punk one. I don't want you to do another Punk one.
This is Punk. This is CM Punk.
I gotta.
Well, okay, fine. Who do you want?
I finally started to get my taste back today.
Oh, you had COVID.
I don't think I had COVID. Just whatever sickness I had took my taste away.
Oh my God, Larry.
What? I've had it happen from non-COVID illnesses.
I think you had COVID before
COVID.
COVID.
Happened before COVID. Losing your
No,
taste.
I've never had this happen. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It sucks.
I'm not saying it's not impossible. I'm just saying that COVID made it popular.
It did. I've had it change my taste before too. Have you ever had that?
No.
An
I'm a
illness
healthy
change your
human
taste
being.
buds? You get sick every 3 weeks.
No, I don't. I'm good.
Okay, here's all I had. It's another favorite. You know this one?
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Close.
I got a good one after you. And it's called CM Punk's POV.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this starts out hardcore right away.
Nail doesn't have a dime for his knee. He decides he's going to tell.
Hey, it's Kerry Morton Jr.
Sorry, this is he's not a junior, first of all. But he's reading a Kevin Nash quote. Feinstein.
But Kevin Nash had this quote. I'll read it to you. Yeah. I just want to know what your thoughts are on this quote. This is what Kevin Nash said. Then there's Ricky Morton, who's in the business for 20 years, on top for 10 of them. Yet Nail doesn't have a dime to his knee. He decides he's going to tell about what happened in the wrestling business. The guy hasn't been in the business for the last 10 years. Anything he did was back in the 80s. So I guess that's what those guys did back then. I guess that's why they don't have any money. But the guys in the business today have mutual funds, retirement plans. We don't put every dime we make up our nose and down our throat. But then again, what do I know? I'm only a pro wrestler.
Yeah, okay, well, see, good. What do I know? like Kevin Nash.
Here's why we could never do the serious shoot interviews. I can't take a guy with that haircut at that age seriously. You know what I mean?
Years ago.
Well, we both work in stuff where, like, if a guy walked onto the crew with that haircut, that's a no-go.
Yeah,
you're just like, what are your stories? He's a goofball on the crew. He's not a serious person on the crew.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, like, but then, like, wrestling people have to interview these wrestling guys, and they still have this hairdo, and it's just like, what are we talking about? Triple H respects. That's what I see when Will Brooks or Triple H are like, I respect Harley Race. And it's like, this guy's just an asshole. Why do we respect this guy? Yeah, like what?
Killed his first wife.
Yes. There's guys that have come out, like, how many guys have you worked with prison time that have stupid fucking crimes to their name?
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, what if you were like, I fucking think you're just so good in this industry. And
I have no respect for any of them.
Yes, you're like, you're a fucking dumb shit. They're going to sit down and be like, oh, what about the one-eared elephant? It's like, what's that? And you're like, oh, I pulled my pocket out of my pants when I was in county and I fucking had my dick hanging out. It's the one-eared elephant. It's like, okay. That's wrestling talk. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah. All right. Let's hear what Ricky's got to say to Big Kev.
Colin's popping for one-eared elephant.
I was talking about my ex-wife, and she took everything I had. And Kevin Nash, this is like I got to say,
I feel like I'm on break right now. Fucking bitch took everything I had. Am I supposed to know this person?
Huh?
Go ahead. No, when he's like Kevin Nash said, it's like...
thinks he knows everything about this business and don't know shit. Brother couldn't draw you flies in a shit factory. I'm telling you the fucking truth. He's lucky to be in this business. Now you gotta understand, the biggest year in this whole fucking year that we ever had was $120,000. This motherfucker made $40,000 every 2 weeks. That's more than I made in goddamn.
I don't think that's true. 120,000.
What?
Like, he says his best year in the business ever was 120 grand.
I take that up with Jim Cornette more than anybody else.
That's what I'm saying, because he details what the Midnight was making, and it was like $5,000 a week.
All I know, I would say this: what's Jim Cornette's situation? Jim needs to sit down with these guys, explain his situation, and how they're living right now. And technically, if they're the talent, they should be riding a little higher than Jim Cornette, the booker.
Yeah, sure, of course.
But I don't know if that's going to be the case.
I mean, that's Nash's point to his quote.
Yeah.
Was that's why Ricky's got no fucking, why Ricky has no money.
He keeps spending it on those salons to give him that haircut. He keeps going around to salons. They refuse. He's got to pay top dollar to get someone to do that to his hair.
Whole year. But you know what? What the fuck has he done? What does he prove? I've seen Kevin Nash have one good fucking match. That was against Shawn Michaels when he called it. Now what does he know?
In Omaha.
See, Kevin is the kind of guy. He's lucky. I gotta say that. My hat's off to you because you got your fucking money. But brother, we worked hard for what we got. It wasn't because of drugs. If I'm making $40,000 every 2 weeks, I guess I can put stuff in this broke, ain't I? But when I'm making $120,000 a year, and that was my biggest year, because back then we got paid. Asses we put on the seat, not whose ass we kissed. That's what I'm trying to say to you. And I don't give a fuck if he likes it or not. What's he gonna do? Whoop my ass? Fuck Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash is a piece of shit. Anybody, before that, I never said nothing about Kevin Nash. But since he says something about me, it's my time to retaliate. Well, what you gonna do? Hit me? Fuck, do that. I'll take some of that good money that you got for free.
Did you ever see? There's an Australian guy that does mockumentary stuff. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, hold on. Australian mockumentary. Look that up first. Find his name. Chris Lilly. Yeah. You don't know Chris Lilly stuff?
No.
Summer Heights High. Okay. Let me send you Ricky Morton looks like Chris Lilly.
Memories of your series with the girl.
I'm gonna send you this here. I'm gonna share this. Hold on.
You don't know shit about this goddamn business. You know, matter of fact, I tell you this right here. The reason WCW is closed down because this ignorant son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
He killed the goddamn franchise. Why? For his fucking ego? Well, you big dumbass. Fuck.
Dumbass.
Fuck you.
Hold on.
Doing things on a shoestring, but he can train guys. And it was
Oh Lord, here we go. All right, hold on. Let's read.
I don't want to.
Let's read this. No, hold on. Oh, this is Chris Jericho and CM Punk. How about that?
No.
Come on. Look. By the way, this is from CM Punk's point of view.
No.
You like that, you filthy little whore, huh? Do you like me ramming my hard cock into your tight fucking asshole? CM Punk looked up in pure bliss as the one and only Chris Jericho mounted him completely naked. He absolutely loathed Chris in and out of the ring, but this was the only time he absolutely loved the man. He tugged at his short black hair with bent-up sexual frustration surging through his body in high levels.
All right, you're not.
What? Chris hadn't gotten him off in over a month.
A fucked up one.
What?
You gotta pick a fucked up one.
This is fucked up.
No, it's not. It's just gay.
They've been separated by an ocean. That's the sentence. He missed the feeling of the hot, dry friction inside of him. Dry! You know I love it, Punk panted. His own hard cock lay on his tiny chub of a belly. They're shaming Punk in Erotica. Moving upwards only when Chris slammed rather hard into him. I need it from behind. You need it from behind, little slutty boy, Chris asked with a horny grin. A horny grin spread across his face.
All right.
He tore himself out of Punk's pulsating heat and flipped the man onto his hands and knees. Punk yelped at the sudden movement. At the sensation of the bed sheets rubbing against the tip of his swollen, aching cock. He felt Chris grab two large handfuls of his ass roughly before he poked the tip of his cock inside of Punk's hole. Don't tease me, fucker, Punk hissed while fisting the bed sheets. He slammed his hips backwards, which made Chris's cock go halfway into his ass. He moaned in pleasure. You'll get what I give you, Chris began with lust, deepening his voice. And you'll fucking like it. Chris suddenly buried his cock deep within Punk's ass. He let out a pleasured screech as the arrogant blonde thrust his hips roughly. Punk supported his weight with one hand.
I got a Jungle Boy Omega 1. Take it.
This is almost over. Don't you dare touch yourself, Chris hissed, batting his hand away.
From YouTube.
I'll make you see stars if that's what you want, baby. Chris shifted his hips so his thrust hit dead center on Punk's prostate each time. Punk's vision clouded over with stars as Chris had promised, and he felt a simultaneous tightening and rush of heat throughout his lower belly and balls. He exploded all over the bed beneath him in a few long, sticky streams of cum. Exhausted, he collapsed first on the bed. You're not done yet, slut, Chris purred. He tore himself out of Punk's ass once again and lifted him onto the floor where he pushed him to his knees, open wide and say, "Ah?" Punk opened his mouth. His jaw would allow and let Chris shove his thick, long cock into his warm, wet mouth. Oh, baby, you have no idea how great this feels. Chris tangled his hands in Punk's black hair and with a fast pace fucked his face. The tip of his swollen cock jabbed the back of his throat as he did so, which made Punk gag and sent tears to his eyes. Chris thrust in once more and kept his cock at the back of Punk's throat. We might need to edit this out. This is
I don't know
incredibly graphic, which made the tears fall down his face freely. He pulled out some before he slapped Punk's cheek roughly, his handprint across the pale skin. After assaulting Punk with a few more slaps, oh shit. Chris continued with his face. Punk, now hard again, snaked one of his hands down to his opening. He stuck one of his slender fingers inside and along Chris's dick, which made the older man. Chris abruptly pulled his now soaking wet cock out of Punk's mouth after slapping his face with it. Fell to his knees as well and pinned Punk to the wall. He kissed him roughly and held his face in his hands. Punk kissed back desperately. The two sweaty men continued on until Chris pulled back. He lay down on his back and dragged Punk by his hips on top of him. Punk immediately took the initiative to grab Chris's dick and line it up with his hole before harshly slamming his hips down on the pulsating organ. He rolled his hips in a circle once Chris was fully sat inside of him. He threw his head back and moaned, "Ooh!" "Enough with this teasing, you little bitch," Chris moaned huskily. He grabbed onto Punk's hip with such pleasure it would surely leave bruises, and again started his assault on the smaller man's sensitive hole. Punk cried out in a mixture of pleasure and pain with one hand, and he jerked himself off roughly with the other, tweaked one of his nipples. Oh,
You're doing a lot.
I'm so close, baby, Chris panted, slowly closing his eyes. Punk threw his head back again and did the same. The heat of their intimate encounter encircled them as they, in sync, let out such deep, primal screams. They surely, people across the world from them could hear it. With one final ram inside of him, Chris pushed past all barriers and exploded inside of Punk. He shot the biggest load of his life inside of the straight edge man, and while waiting for his breathing to slow, felt it coating both Punk's walls and his own cock. As Chris came, Punk also exploded. His break the wall, coat the walls down. His cum shot out all over Chris' chest in his own hand while glistening under the dim light of his hotel room. He rolled his hips around to milk every last drop from Jericho's dick. Punk's doing the, we gotta get pregnant. He's just trying to get every last drop. While he tugged at his own, their balls fully drained. They separated from each other and collapsed next to one another until their breathing relaxed. That certainly made up for the month we've been deprived for each other, Chris murmured. Punk trailed a few kisses down Jericho's torso, licking his own cum in the process, and made it to Jericho's lower belly. He kissed him there before kissing down Chris's shaft delicately and ending on the pink head. Chris looked down at him with a cocky grin and pulled his face to his own. They kissed each other passionately a few times. Punk sat on Jericho's stomach and continued with the kissing until several minutes had gone by. "I gotta go, kid. Thanks for the fuck," Jericho finally announced. He stood up and dressed himself while Punk slowly followed him, still nude. "Come by tomorrow," Punk said, shooting him a sexy grin followed by a wink. "I bet I'll stretched out some to allow you into me without as much pain." "Will do," Jericho promised, tugging Punk's head back by pulling his hair. Give him a brief kiss before smoothing out his clothes. "Good night." "Night." This got really formal. "Night," Punk returned. He watched Jericho quietly open the door and slide out before shutting it behind him. The Chicago native smiled slowly before he turned his gaze back to the disaster they'd made of the bed. Whatever. It was definitely worth it. Do you want to hear the author's notes?
Yes.
Due to my inability to write for another fic at this moment, I started listening to some music to hopefully ignite me past my writer's block. While I did no such thing, 5 simple words uttered by Jericho in the song Enemy by Fozzy. You turn so easily. Created this fan fiction. Depending on whether or not you like this or not, you can either thank or blame the Ayatollah of rock and rolla for making me write this. Personally, I thank him profusely. P.S. Reviews are always appreciated. Wink emoji. Can you imagine listening to Fozzy being like, wait a minute, I'm inspired. I had this writer's block, and what if Jericho fucks CM Punk? Hold on a minute. Writing furiously. Do you have anything?
I got one more. We're just gonna
Okay, let's do it.
listen to our patron talk for a couple minutes, and then we'll go to bed.
I just found one with Chris Jericho and Epico and that team, and it's Kiss themed.
Often.
No.
And I only did 1 cc every week. That ain't nothing. That's why today I'm still healthy. Right. Because I never abused. I never took orals.
Have you ever had that hairstyle? And you're like, I'm so healthy. You know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know.
You did steroids, and you're like, I'm so healthy.
He didn't abuse them, though. 1 cc a week. What was Dynamite doing?
Larry.
2 in each arse cheek, I think he said.
Yeah. Would you rather have no hair or this hair where people are like, oh, you look like a bad George Washington cosplayer? It's just like straight silver.
Obviously, bald is the better choice, yes.
Yeah, why isn't he doing bald? What is he doing?
He was for a while. Remember in the 90s, he went completely bald. And when he was governor, he was completely bald.
Yeah, it's respectable. And then the minute he was in governor, he's like, I don't.
He even grew that
anymore.
mustache, and he looked even more dignified.
Yeah. All right, continue.
All the time, and then they'd take the shots. Was when they'd say, well, yeah, now I'm on.
In the 80s, how big was drug use among the boys in the dressing rooms?
Huge.
We've done interviews with pretty much everybody.
Why is he? What drugs did they give him? He's shaking. He's so.
That's always
fucking...
his thing. You can see him at the commentary desk do it.
You just think he's just on edge all the time?
Yeah, he's like an ADD kind of kid. You know what I mean?
Oh.
He just kind of gets like his shoulders shake.
When the kids talk about watching trains, I know exactly what they're talking about. My wife gave me a keyboard clicker, and I keep clicking the keyboard. It's so Terry gave me the keyboard clicker, and I'm doing it. I can't stop. It's good for me.
What's a keyboard clicker?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Amazon, put keyboard clicker.
All right.
To, stay up, downers to go to sleep, and
I never had to do that. I never took no pills like that at all. Uppers and downers and all that. No.
Pain pills, somas, and all that stuff.
No,
I wish I had that.
Right.
If Tim Walsh had that bass in his voice, Donald Trump called me a retard. People would take him a lot more seriously than they do. I never did no pills. I feel comfortable saying retard because Donald Trump called the governor of Minnesota. Yeah. Ben Shapiro just said it. When Candace Owens says it, you are more retarded for hearing it. I don't want to get on a Ben Shapiro thing right now.
They threw the doc in jail.
Right. Sorry.
I don't have to talk about it. I want to know, how did Hogan get out of testifying in that? That's what I'd like to know. How did he get out of having to testify in that?
What are your thoughts on that trial?
I don't know.
He's like
just
Harry
thought the
Carey.
doc was a bit of a...
Yeah. Ellen, hey, I sent you that article about RFK and the Lyme disease thing.
Yeah, he's like a goddamn bobblehead. He doesn't do that much. What did they give him? Like pills to settle down for his like conspiracy shows? So it's not like you couldn't watch that.
He's not engaged though.
He's nervous or he's got anxiety.
You're engaged.
Yeah. So you're saying when the cameras are on, he can kind of be still and be like, "We're asking the questions here."
He does it when he's announcing. I think it's like a passion thing. It's like you're into it.
Oh, when he's into talking to RF video.
Yeah, because come on, he talks for fucking 2.5 hours about himself. He loves it.
It was like the Sean Oliver thing. They have to give like Scott Hall a bottle of vodka, but like Jesse, what do they give him? Like just a brick.
A new fringe jacket from the Res.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
He ended up taking the blunt of the heat for it and went
what
to
is
jail.
This caribou?
What were we supposed to believe? Hogan didn't take him? Hell, I
Take
bought
him?
him from Hogan. Hogan dealt him. Well, he didn't just take him; he dealt him. Because I bought from him.
Delta Lounge.
From Hogan.
Right. It's a big story.
This amount of head bob is crazy.
It is. Now that you have like pointed it out,
That's
you can't
crazy.
unsee it.
He's unwell. He's not good.
He looked better with the beard on Saturday night.
They offered him a bump or something's happened.
We'll talk more about wrestling. We'll get back into some other behind-the-scenes stories coming up. How did you wind up in WCW?
Topic.
I had an agent, and they pursued me after I left the. Yeah, no, he's absolutely correct. Everything he said there.
Okay. Bill Watts. Memories of when Bill Watts came.
What a nightmare. Bill Watts, the business had passed him by. Bill Watts couldn't figure out that the business was now television, not house shows. That the key to the business was TV, because Watts hated me because he could not figure out how they could pay an announcer like they were paying me. And it showed me he didn't understand the business. It's television ratings.
Did you see the bulliness
As if you
Bill
were
Watts
bringing
and how he
in
worked
that
with the boys
much.
and stuff
You know
like
what I
that?
mean? To the contract. Like, you can't find another asshole to do like a heel announcer and be like, fine.
I think getting Jesse was a big get for them.
I know, but what's that bringing in? Now we know. Like, what's that really bringing in?
I don't know.
The self-satisfied smirk.
Obviously, you didn't work in South Territory.
I only worked with Bill Watts at WCW, and it was a freaking nightmare.
Give us some details on working with Bill Watts.
Can't remember, don't want to remember. Why would I? I have good memories. I don't hold on to bad ones, but it was a nightmare.
That's such a Vince answer.
Reason too why if they said my announcing was.
You remember that when Vince? They were like, "What do you remember?" Then he was like, "I don't hold on to bad memories. I only hold on to good memories." You don't. Oh, that's so convenient. You don't remember that of the stuff we want to talk about. Thanks, Jesse.
Came in, the guy was insulting to me, and then he wanted me to.
He's going to talk about JR. That's why I want to get to it.
Oh, okay.
Wanted to buy out my contract for like 30%.
I remember all that.
I looked at him. I says 30, 90 will work. 30? Are you kidding me?
Don't mind me. I'm just rocking, my head shaking, my puka shell necklace.
He said, "Give me 90, I'll leave."
Right. That's crazy. Memories of Eric Bischoff when Eric came into the company.
He sucked. I helped him get the job, and then he backstabbed me.
In what aspect?
He brought it. I went out and badmouthed Hogan, and he didn't tell me Hogan was coming in.
Wow.
And then I think him and Hogan, because I was still under contract for 3 more months, and they never used me. They just left me at home and paid me.
I remember that.
Yeah, so it was him and Hogan.
So it was all political.
Sure, totally.
Sure, yeah.
And he
Whatever you say.
backstabbed me because I helped him get the top job there. I supported him.
Keep in mind who Jesse's speaking to right now.
Rob Feinstein.
Uh-huh. Okay.
What's wrong with that? What happened
pretended
to
he was my
Just Google it.
Google. You want me to Google Rob Feinstein?
And then a number.
What number? Feinstein. Okay, I got that.
Brett's a little
Says
too
Rob
comfortable.
Feinstein controversy. Rob Feinstein allegation. You want to say number? Okay, I Googled the word number.
No, 18.
Oh, 18.
The number
Rob
18.
Feinstein, 18. Interesting. Okay. The rise and fall of Rob Feinstein.
Great.
Joey Janela says Rob Feinstein hit him on him when he was 17.
Wonderful.
This year's 2002. Got their massive shakeup 3 years ago. Oh my gosh, I think this guy who I bought tapes from when I was a younger man might be a criminal.
In my opinion.
Did you buy tapes from our videos, Larry?
Not directly.
Oh, just me. Okay, I guess maybe I might be implicated in some kind of ring.
I mean,
I was just trying to buy whatever I could find.
I probably bought one at an ECW show, so sure.
The tape on the VHS tape, you know.
I think
that said what it was.
You want to know how crazy the fucking the Attitude Era was?
Yeah.
Is that they fucking opened up a shop, you know, like a former comic book shop,
yeah,
you know, storefront
yeah,
of just wrestling tapes.
Yeah.
For, you know, it lasted a year, but fucking I bought they had a few. I think the best of Dean Malenko, the best of Cactus Jack in Japan.
Yep.
Shit like that.
That's I definitely bought a best of Mick Foley, a couple tapes of that or whatever, and I definitely had a best of Chris Benoit tape. I was trying to I'm trying to find the tapes. I'm trying to be a good boy. Larry, oh my gosh, you at work tomorrow?
I chose to work tomorrow.
Larry, shame on you.
Why?
I don't know why.
You're not doing anything.
Yeah, I mean,
I fucking missed all those days.
Put him over. I told people he'd be a good man to do it. I told the people there at WCW and the Turner people.
How were you familiar with him? That's what I'm saying.
Because he came and buttered me up.
Gotcha.
Turned me up. Used me.
After I did it
Hey,
for
this
him,
guy
and
kissed my
went,
ass and then used me.
I was out the door, I guess.
Did Vince call you at all during the time in WCW to ask you to come back?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
Remember, Vince has a big ego, too.
Right, exactly. So,
This guy, man.
Now, after WCW, what were your plans? Obviously, politics came
it
on.
says Jim Ross.
And, how did you get involved in politics?
Just ran for mayor of Brooklyn Park. You know, my local hometown, we got in a dispute with the city, and Ross would just ignore me.
Okay.
He wouldn't. I maybe it was because WCW didn't have as good a co-anchors with me. Remember, it's a team thing.
Right.
So maybe theirs weren't as good as me and Vince. Maybe the chemistry. Well, like I said, I wasn't as good because they gave me Jim Ross. He sucked. And you know why? He wouldn't put me over. He'd ignore me. I'd say something outrageous, and Ross would just ignore me. He wouldn't work with me.
Jim Ross, I'm going to read a quote. He said, I wanted JR
Jim Ross, for as good as everybody thinks he is, he really only worked well with the King, and the King kind of stinks. Like Bobby Heenan, I don't think JR really got a. You know what I mean? That chemistry wouldn't have worked.
No, Heenan was
Jesse
not great.
Ventura, that chemistry doesn't really work.
They're not terrible, but yeah, they're not great either.
So it's purely Jerry the King
or
who's
Bob
like
Caudle.
garish. You know what I mean? Lawler's being an absolute pervert. Has to be an absolute pervert.
That's almost a different JR post, like heel turn.
I know, but like JR being like, me and the King are like a legendary duo, and it's like,
no,
it's
just
the King being a pervert, and you being like, let me just call wrestling. Of course, yes, the contrast.
Nah, but JR was so much looser around King than he was around Jesse.
But why?
I think he had just changed. He changed with I don't know, Vince,
Do you think JR and Bobby, to my point, Bobby Heenan, that would have worked?
Who?
Bobby Heenan.
And who?
And JR.
Oh. Well, they call WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, they do. And it's like, oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it continued.
I
Like, if it was Heenan
it.
in Lawler's spot during Austin.
I don't know. Jim's such a great foil for Heenan's jokes, so it worked.
Could Heenan have done a good,
Heenan can take no selling. Whereas Jesse, is kind of looking for a fight. He's a provocateur.
But did JR ever no-sell Lawler? I mean, I guess maybe where he's like, ha. Like, well, Lawler's always going to laugh at his own jokes. The ha-has.
Exactly. So he doesn't have to. It's just Jesse's style. Jim doesn't.
What, I'm still thinking about like Bobby Heenan in the Attitude Era with Austin. And he's trying, because WCW utilized him
Heenan
well
just did
by
not
doing,
age well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just seemed like such a fossil.
They flipped him where he's like into gold. He's pro WCW. He's the old guy with the old company.
Yeah.
He's not into the NWO. That's where I'm like, if he was into, or he could have done the same thing with where he's into McMahon. You know, he's the boss.
Yeah, he was still in his 50s when WCW closed. He was 56.
Would you have bought Heenan doing I'm with McMahon? Steve Austin is whatever he came up with. Steve Austin. That doesn't even work in that era. Where what's he gonna say? Some corny vaudeville, like you know what I mean?
Exactly,
Some like roast jokes where he's like, Steve Austin went into Walmart. He tried to pay for. Yeah, okay. I think people would have been like, all right, checking out. It's just wrestling still. Bobby the Brain. It might have been. Look, Vince.
No, now listen.
This might be. Is this a hot take? Vince's
Listen.
master move is not letting Bobby the Brain back in.
No, but Brain was really good at calling Goldberg's matches.
Because he was into the. Yeah, he was. Yeah, that's.
So I'm just saying I think he could have done it a little bit better than we're giving him credit for.
Could he have made Triple H? Could he have been the guy that
He
sold
could have
people on
helped.
Triple H? Because I never bought JR selling Triple H.
No.
Because I was like, you know better.
Yeah. And because he's a heel and he's doing bad shit, and JR's like, oh, you still gotta respect him. It's like, why? Whereas a heel would, a heel announcer would be selling you better on that.
You can't be jerking off Mick Foley and Steve Austin and The Rock and then be like, oh, also this guy.
Yeah.
This guy has none of their abilities. He can't work like Steve Austin. He can't promo like The Rock or has that thing like The Rock. He can't create emotion like Mick Foley. He's always the odd duck out, and now he controls it. So now we got to listen to the WCW invasion thing was the most important.
Yeah, now you got to do something over Christmas break.
Now I got to do jumping jacks because this guy is in control. Great. And he's taking marching orders.
Paul will be controlling food rations during
I
our
know.
fascist theocracy will be in
Thank
soon.
you. Taking his orders from a guy that he looks like a beet is on top of his shoulders.
Let's AI image that one.
Yes. Yeah, he looks like a fucking vegetale.
All right.
Well, have a good Christmas, Larry.
Yeah. I hope. I think I threw away the receipt with the tracking on, but hopefully it gets there.
Oh shit!
Soon. The package.
Colin, everyone listening, happy Hanukkah, happy all the Kwanzaa, etc., all the holidays. Thanks for shaking.
Today
his
is
head.
Festivus. Today is Festivus.
Okay, don't know what that is.
We didn't have
Okay.
the airing of grievances. That's the first part.
I know
of it.
that was Doc.
And then you have the feats of strength, and that's when you have to.
Not
pin.
familiar with any of this.
You have
All
to
I
pin.
know is,
Festivus isn't over till the lead guy is pinned.
oh boy.
This is George's father's holiday in Seinfeld.
Okay.
But it's based on the writer. One of the writers had a father really into this.
Oh shit.
Instead of a tree, you have a 6-foot aluminum pole.
Oh my goodness. Doc didn't explain any of that to me. He was just like, okay.
I know. And then cut you off.
Well, I love everybody. Everything's good. Everything's great. Nobody can see this. Larry's
Well,
doing prayer hands.
we
I'm
had
doing
flipping
peace
ability
signs.
left. I flipped
I know. We love it. Keep dragging it out. 2:48, 35 seconds. Oh, he muted himself. Goodbye. Merry Christmas. It's Wilson again. That was fun. I bet it was the best episode ever. You know what you can do to help the workers out? Rate, review, all that good stuff on whatever app you're listening to. Tell us how much you love us. If you want to contact us, it's theworkersclubshow@gmail.com. We got a YouTube, The Workers Club Podcast, a Blue Sky, theworkersclub.org, and we have a Discord where the invite link is left in various places. I'm sure you can find it. That's it. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Bye.
Smile and love each other.